Tales of Turam here. We're back with another session of the Draconia game. Woo, yeah. Grub Killer left, but we got a new character. CJ, if you want to say hi.
Hi.
So yeah. Discord is acting funky monkey, so it may at one point just kick us out of the call and we'll have to join back in. At that point, I'll stop the recording and set it back up. But just to give you a heads up. Anyways, you may hear power tools and shit. That's my dad in the backyard building something. Like right now. So I'll try to mute as much as I can while people are talking and whatnot. But if you hear it, forget about it. Anyways. I'm here today with Basilius.
Hello.
Who's your character again?
Moria.
I'm here with CJ. What's your character name if you don't mind?
Mlex.
Lex these balls. I'm here with Gesh, whose character name is...
Gashio.
I'm here with V, whose character name is...
Okran.
Jonas will be here in a bit. He's just driving his mother home. We decided not to do the devil fight that we've been planning recently, and I decided just to make it more dangerous later. So, yeah. Few things. The interlude sessions were fun, but we decided the devil fight and all that stuff should be retconned because it was too raunchy. Secondly, we retconned Okran fucking a dragon for 16 days because I had him roll a performance check and he rolled a natural 1. So he couldn't get it up.
And then I re-rolled it.
Yeah, it was a 5.
It was a 5 after that. He couldn't get it up and Magma Heart does not like him anymore. And he can no longer use the Magma Heart blade at all. Additionally, Moria got a domain. And that's really all you need to know. Besides, if you watch the interlude session, watch those. The Shattered World sessions are also fun little side sessions. And, yeah. Anyways, so, anything else you guys want to talk about before we get started?
Not that I can think of.
Any questions for the new player?
I'm mainly waiting for the scene where I'll be introduced. I want to see how you do that.
Your character, so we are skipping over the Cloudtopia arc, which will be a later session as well, but we'll just be like, oh, this happened back in time. Wish we could turn back time. Find a way, you know?
Gonna turn back time.
That kind of shit. So,
Get all days.
Gosh.
Sorry.
Stop singing in German.
I didn't.
That was English.
Doesn't look good for you.
That was
That
English.
English.
No, you lie. What's that one
The
song?
only reason
Go ahead.
I know that because, you know, I know the song he was singing.
I know. I'm fucking around. Anyways, What the fuck? Hold on, let me turn that shit down. Did anyone else just get, like, a...
No.
What's happening with Neurobot? I have it at 0%, I can still hear it.
I can hear it. I can hear it just fine.
It's muted and I can still hear it. No, the problem is I can still hear it. It's fucking loud as shit. I don't know why I can still... Oh, no.
Do you?
It opened something in the background on my fucking YouTube for some reason. That's what
I just wanted to say, maybe you have YouTube on.
I accidentally hit a link, I guess. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, why is it so fucking loud?
YouTube.
YouTube, yeah. Just opening whenever it fucking wants. Anyways. So. Last sessions of Draconia. The Marked Few had been kidnapped and taken to a boat, where they met for the first time. After escaping the Starbreaker, they hunted down who did what to them and why. Finding out the Church of Knowing had been doing something around the Celestial Solstice that was to happen. They confronted the leads, known as Rotush, Architects, and Zarius. After having an incident where they traveled back in time due to the Celestial Solstice, following after Rotush, the general, they found themselves a year and 2 months back in time, wherein they began to look into the cult of knowing, as they called them. Eventually making friends, losing some friends, They made their way west of Draconia, making friends with a politician named Zai, of course, in Draconia still, and having him searching through the cult while they were gone. After they searched for the architect, who has called them to meet him in Agiburst. The party hopped on the Starbreaker back in time and began their journey, wherein they were shunted forward two months in time after seeing a strange vision. And then the King of Durath sailed his ship near them to speak with Moria, an Archmage of Marsetheth. After which, they accidentally kidnapped him. He said, hey, all's well that ends well. And Moria got engaged to the King of Durath. And has been sucking the soul out of him the past few days. The party, during this time, has landed at Cloudtopia, got a cleric named Wayland on board, as well as a few other people who joined the Starbreaker for a time, including the new character, who we will introduce soon. Traveled, fought against insurmountable odds for a bit of time. Jesus fucking Christ, Tyler, shut the fuck up back there. Anyways.
What?
My brother's just like...
Wait.
in the background.
Bro, I have the same name as your brother.
Yeah, I know. Shut the fuck up, Tyler. Anyways. Fighting against insurmountable odds, they eventually made it where they eventually made their way to the outskirts of the Agiburstian Sea, wherein they can see the large rapids falling, the islands upon the small terraces of water that exist, and the strange oddity of the world around the Sundered Lands of Agiburst. The archipelago created at a cone-like distance of rapid falls, the strange magics that perpetuate the air, the strange winds that howl and slash upon you as they pass by, the ashy air and the darkened sun in the center of the sky around Agiburst. Not the sun itself, but this circle of black that gives off a radiant black and a white strip around it. It almost looks like a hole in the sky. A sundered mark. Now, this rapids are not just like a mile wide. You see, there used to be a continent here, and the water pushes down to follow what happened with the continent, down to the seabed below. You see this 10-mile stretch downwards of rapid falls and waters, and you can see many islands set upon these falls in different areas as you begin to coast along the edge of it. As you look upon, some are tropical, some are dead zones, some are beautiful lush forests and jungles, some are deserts. They each have their own topography. And the falls themselves are over 100 miles wide. And it is a perfect circle. A spot on the middle of this ocean. Well, not the middle of this ocean, but the southeast of the ocean. Of the Warring Seas, or the Mithril Sea. Next to the fog wall, a few miles off from the edge. You can see large pieces of metal that glint on some of these islands and places of interest. But the one thing you can see in the distance, which you don't grow closer to at the moment, is a small island and a large brass tower that stretches above where the falls begin to go downwards. And that's at the very center of them. A large brass structure. As the winds howl and the day becomes apparent as the sun rises on the distance, Uruge has given his warning about the strange magics and creatures you'll find here, and recommends that the skyship that has set down into the water because of the dangers in the sky does not depart from its original course unless you are really willing to find dangers. Uruge continues. Well, my friends, that is the gist of Agiburst. Dangerous, sundered land. You can see for yourself, as you guys are coasting along the edge of the rim of this first fall, The waters move not in tandem, but as their own will. Some falls are slow, some falls are fast, some falls take a day to go down, while others but an instant. If we do go down a fall, you'll need to hold on. Additionally, we've gathered some more crew and allies to our cause as we've passed Cloudtopia. I would like to introduce to you all... Jesus fucking Christ, bro. I would like to introduce to you all a new ally who was wishing to join the adventuring scene, and I told them they could join you because they paid me a lot of money. Please introduce yourself, Ms. And he points towards the orcish figure on the deck. As CJ, if you'd like to describe your character and then continue with the roleplay.
Yes, I come up and you see a... I got the description in the characters. Let me look at that real quick. Up here. You see a tall, blue-skinned orcish girl with light purple eyes, wearing plated armor, and at 5'8", and she appears to be in her 20s. She goes, "Hi, how you guys doing?"
He's so small.
I'm not small.
You look up at the
I mean,
large vampire lady
slightly
who's about
above.
8 to 9 feet tall.
I mean, you're quite small compared to me.
And you look up at the big turtle man who's about 15 feet tall.
16.
She's
16.
adorable. Oh, you're sticking with us.
I am not adorable.
You're so cute.
Yes, you are. You're so tiny.
You look up at the large dragonborn
Can I get my
woman.
money back as I look at the guy?
No.
Stop and
No.
check, Knight.
Anyways, enjoy having fun with your friends. And he walks away.
Damn
What
it.
is your name?
Emlex. Thornwell.
That nice. Well, that's adorable. I'm Moria. Moria Silversnow.
If you'd like to describe your character, Moria. Unless you've looked into Threads of Fate, but give me a brief description of your character now that they've changed quite a bit.
Right. Yeah, they they have changed quite a bit. Hold on. Let me go to the image.
Damn, everyone's posting fucking images now of their characters.
Yeah. Because we all found some very good ones.
God, where the
It's fucking
haven't
far up, let me
updated it.
tell you. I scrolled up to find it. It's like 10 up.
This is important, Goblin. Am I able, with my passive perception of 19, able to notice anything odd about anyone in the
Oh,
party?
that's cute. Odd about the party? Yes, you are.
Oh, yeah.
Moria's definitely vampiric in nature. You
Okay.
see the big iridescent tree that's become an ecosystem and part of the body of Okrin the Turtle Man, as well as some strange moving like mountains on his back. You can see Geshiel looks female, but she has two strange imprints that look like dicks, one on each of her pant legs.
And the only one I can tell that is a vampire is the tall one.
Well, one of the
tall
medium-sized
female,
one of
yeah.
the group, yes.
Okay,
Well, I'm actually
medium
taller
sized.
than Gesh.
Yeah, she's
Got
she's 8 to 9 feet tall. Gesh is smaller, I believe. So she'd be like the medium height of the group.
Yeah.
Because this is important for later, because later things.
All
So,
right,
we got someone who's clearly a vampire, a turtle that's... What's with the tree?
Long story short, there's literally a world on my back.
She looks at you weirdly.
It is
Oh,
true.
Moya,
And
describe, Moya,
Yay!
describe your character, please.
Yeah. Moria is 8 to 9 feet tall. She's a vampire woman. She has very pale skin, white hair. It kind of reaches the middle of her back. She has bangs in front of her face. She has lilac eyes. She's wearing a large red trench coat, a black and gray like silk vest that's buttoned up. Got some gold designs on it. She'd wear black travel pants, a white cravat, and these quartz like heel slippers, and she also has a silver chain with the symbol of a snowflake hanging around her neck. And yeah, and that's it. That's who I am.
Smash. What was the question?
At this point, you see walking up saying "Smash." What was the question? Jesus fucking Christ, Tyler, shut the fuck up. Is an angel-like looking person. If you like to describe your character, Yotis, as you see the new member of your group is asking questions.
So as you see walking up with kind of an idiotic smile on his face, and his joke is cracked, an orange Azamar, and I mean orange skin. He has orangish hair. He's got
Donald Trump.
He's the best Ellesmere
No.
you've ever seen. All right. Listen.
no, he's in a sort of dragon plate mail with a rapier attached to his side and a sort of holy feeling to him.
He's got the holy feeling to him. Okay.
Stop making the stupid
Divine radiance filters off of him.
Divine.
You see this
I am the
man.
best holy man. There's no holy man better than me.
You see this
I'm
man.
the best holy man
Can
in
we
the whole
stop-
world. Perhaps
can we stop
the
this?
best there's ever been.
I'm gonna start taking DM's inspirations away. Anyways, no, I'm fucking with you. But yeah, you see this man approach, asking, "Who the fuck is this?" Basically, what's going on?
So who are you?
I'm assuming he's referring to me. My
Yes.
name is Mlex Thornwell.
Emrex?
She licks
Yes.
your Thornwell.
Huh?
She amlex your Thornwell.
It's nice to meet you.
I'm sorry, I had to, CJ.
My name is Iotis.
I'm incredibly disappointed in you, and I'm putting that aggro on Elva since you're not in my game.
Good. Let the hate flow through you. Continue. Sorry. I'm interrupted.
It's nice to meet you. My name is Iotis. As my friends call me, Lord You know what? Just call me Iotis.
What was that?
Don't worry about it.
No, I definitely heard something.
No, you definitely did. It's nice to meet you. As I stick out my hand. You can see
You
it kind
call
of
it-
dripping of brown goo.
Don't
No.
touch him.
No thanks.
We call him Lord Shitspear.
I mean, with that, she looks at the hand. I think that's appropriate.
What? I look down at my hand. Oh shit! Not again!
Literally.
Literally.
As I run off to the bathroom.
Yeah, serving weeks-old fish in the fucking in that morning breakfast with like carrots and eggs wasn't a really good idea. It seems.
Why did they have to make so many beans?
So I figure at the very least, I might as well get you guys accustomed to some of my abilities, so it's not a surprise in battle. I dived into musical inspiration, and I have some skills I learned from studying. I also have been gifted ruins from my father for my armor that allow me to do some various things, such as growing larger. Because unfortunately, I was stricken with my father's shortness, darn half dwarf.
You know you can
Exactly,
stop
exactly.
chastising her at some point, right?
Chastising. It's so
Chastising what? It's,
I have a lot of defensive maneuvers. I have some spells, though not too many. I have some healing spells that can help if some of you get down.
They're-
Dude, we
Just-
are brother.
If they're radiant in nature, please do not use them against myself or Gishil. We are both not receptive to that kind of magic.
I will say,
see.
CJ, you realize yours aren't radiant in nature. They are more arcanic in nature because you
Well-
are an arcanic caster.
I don't use any radiant magic. I'm not a cleric. It's more arcanic, so I don't know if that would hurt you or not.
Then we can test that. Do
Yeah,
you know
we
the
can
healing
try.
word spell?
Yes, I do.
Do you mind
Kill
using it on me?
wounds.
Is healing word necromantic in nature?
Healing word? No.
No, actually, healing isn't necromantic in D&D.
I only have cure wounds.
I'm remembering Pathfinder for some reason. Anyways, so you have cure
have
wounds.
It's just a better system.
I have cure wounds, but that requires touch if you don't mind.
I don't mind, dearie, and I'll reach my hand out daintily.
I use one spell slot to cure wounds.
I'm checking cure wounds really quick. Give me a second. I need to check cure wounds.
Evocation, if I recall right.
Yep.
It says it.
So, go ahead. Roll.
It would be a total of 8.
8. So I misspoke when I said earlier because as you reach out, you take 16 damage more. Because the evocation is the control of radiant energy in technicality, healing energy, and it has the spell effect. It says it has no effect on undead or constructs. That is what I'm going off of. That is why it hurts her instead.
Oh.
So as you
sorry.
You watch as she pulls back her shoulder.
I would say sorry, but I kind of warned you.
You didn't warn me, but...
I said I wasn't sure what would happen. I think it was
And
more
that's why
arcane.
we have to test these things. Now we know that it's not just clerics and paladins, it's also bards.
Well, Mori, I'll say immediately in your mind, you're like, okay, cure wounds, evocation, it takes in and controls the energy of radiance. Okay, so that probably doesn't work. Cure wounds.
As she thinks for a moment, I wonder if Bear's endurance will work on you.
I don't know what that is, but I really would not want to test that right now. Oh,
yeah.
so that you're
essentially,
not
for those who don't have that issue, I can just cast that on them, and they. How do you word temporary?
I'll say
HP
don't get rid of the spell slot you used because this is just telling their abilities. Yeah.
How do you word temporary HP and lore?
It shields you a little bit.
One of my spells shields. I can cast. I can shield allies a little bit if I cast it.
You watch at this point, Moria's shoulder, after a minute or two, begins to regenerate.
So I'm not sure if that would affect you or not.
I know the armor of Agathis is quite effective for me, but we can find that out later. And so you're not scared. I have 2 vampiric Drake Wardens, and Gashil has 1 that is not vampiric. So please do not attack them.
Alright. As long as they don't attack me, I'm
They are
not
wild
attacking.
dire drakes. Continue.
And questions for, as I point to V's character.
Large turtle man.
How are you able to lift all that? Because if there's people and there's mountains, that's like dozens of tons of weight. Even if it's smaller.
Well, if it's smaller, it weighs less.
Yeah, but that tree isn't exactly small either. That's like.
Moria, you can answer that question very easily because you understand this with your intelligence.
What's the question again? Sorry.
I'm essentially asking how he's able to have that whole world and mountains and tree and people and stuff on him and still be able to move.
All right. Well, the tree has, how do I say this, has formed a symbiotic relationship with Okrin's physiology. It is a very powerful magic item, and Okrin's turtle shell had seemed to be magical in nature already, and the 2 magics were able to meld well together, and it now feeds its roots through Okrin's body, and it provides Okrin a numerous amount of benefits, and in doing so, Okrin's vitality fuels the life of the world on their back. Also, it sort of exists on a different realm of reality, in a sense. Time there, to us, passes extremely fast. Just a couple days ago, there was no life on Okrin's back to begin with, and now it's teeming.
No, there was some, but
But
It was-
it's been 2 weeks since you got on the Starbreaker at this point, so it's been nearly a month and a half since it started.
I am exaggerating a little bit. It's been quite a bit. But at first it didn't have life for a long time, and then it did.
Huh.
So the reason Okran is able to house this is it also causes him to grow in size periodically. Eventually, Okran will grow too big, theoretically anyways, so we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but we'll find out along the way.
It's neat.
Yes, I'm
I say,
trying to figure out.
clearly and visibly confused.
Don't worry yourself too much about it.
There's a lot of moral dilemma. Like, what happens if you die?
The entire world dies with me.
Or would it just feed off the nutrients of your remaining body for a while, then die?
No,
No,
would
it
die.
will die. Along with everything on the world, most likely, killing billions.
What happens if you get hit on the back in battle?
Oh,
The atmosphere seems to protect most of it. Most of the time.
Are they aware you exist?
Yes.
Yes, I've been trying to get my influence back because I was trying to take a bit more of a passive role, but they are forgetting me as I look slightly at Moria a bit. No thanks to some people.
You make one warlock, cleric, and paladin, and suddenly there's everyone
The only
hates
reason
you.
the only reason you had to make the cleric and paladin was because your warlock went crazy.
Look, my
Well,
warlock was perfectly fine.
Whoa.
Are you... So, if you can do that and they view you as a god, couldn't you get them to make stuff for you?
I've never actually tried that. That's a good idea.
Like, I'm sure some of them probably have blacksmiths. Probably not as good as my father, but probably some. You could request a gigantic sword or something, or whatever weapon you fancy. Personally, I can do every weapon, but I like my axe. My dad made it for me.
I understand. I don't know if I could take it out of the world with me, though. That's the problem.
Only one way to find out. If they make it big enough, I'm sure you'll see it. Maybe. I don't know how any of this works. I could just be wrong.
I'll give it an attempt at some point. Shouldn't take them long to make. Time is also distorted there.
So what were you going to do beforehand?
Oh, yes. We are heading to Agiburst to meet... How do I put this? Technically an enemy? It's
An enemy?
complicated.
Is this something that I'm gonna have to get ready to swing?
The wind blows heavily as you list in the boat for a second. Continue.
Because
I mean, it shouldn't be something to worry about, I think.
I'm not opposed to swinging the axe. I just want to get a little heads up.
At this point, you hear, "Heads up! We're heading down the first fall. Hold on or get inside."
I will hold on.
All right,
Joker's gonna brace himself,
you guys are holding on to stuff.
grabbing on something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hold on to the railing of the ship.
Okay, the ship
I'm
is made
holding
of
on
dark
to
metal,
open
by the way,
spree.
so it's like not wood at all. Just so you're aware.
Yeah.
I just walk outside. What's happening?
At this point, you begin to list over the edge of the first fall, rimming this large fall. The boat gets about halfway, and you guys are like, "Oh, it's a sky ship. They're just gonna lower us down." The ship immediately, within seconds of just listing over, instead of slowly falling and then descending fast, feels like time speeds up around the ship as it falls over 600 feet in a second. I need everyone to make strength saving throws.
Alright.
And those on the heavier side, such as Okran, need to do it with disadvantage.
30, 20.
That is a total 21.
Okay. Well, I'll ask in a second. Big Shot, why the fuck are you here?
Yeah,
Mr. Beard.
You gonna bring another bill in?
I'm gonna
Please
go ahead
no.
and
Good.
rage a bit to make it neutral.
No.
You can make it neutral. Why the fuck is Shadowy here? What the
I
fuck
think
is
they're
going
just
on?
listening.
A little dum dum called me.
I told you an hour ago because we moved to the call when we were already talking.
All right. Yeah, I was
It
just
was
wondering
about
what
the
exactly
previous-
you were.
You can listen in if
why
you want,
you're-
Shadowy, but okay. Basilius, what'd you roll?
21.
You succeed. CJ, what'd you roll?
I'm 21.
You succeed. Gesh, what'd you roll?
25.
You succeed. Eodis, what'd you roll?
30, 20.
Barely succeed. Okran, what'd you roll?
30-20.
You barely succeed. So, as you guys fall at what feels like the force of 10 fucking elephants pushing you to the ground, did someone invite another fucking person to the server?
I don't
What?
know.
Hold on.
I don't think so. Who?
At Ruby, did you invite another person to the server without telling me?
It was yesterday at 10.
If he does it again, I'm gonna take away his DM privileges, because this is the fucking 5th time he's done that shit. Because I'm asking so I don't get fucking assholes who come in here and who are just complete assholes and like, ooh, you know? But it's not bad. Oh, okay. Let me just go ahead and give them the roll then. This
Yeah, I had someone else who really wanted to join the server, but I didn't personally really like him, so I just told him I needed your permission, and you said it no.
That's fine. Let me just.
Hey, could
I'll
you
give him
come over to
permissions
my
after my
house?
session. Anyways, I'm gonna finish the session here. Anyways, so as the falls fall, you feel like 10 elephants are pushing you to the ground at once, and the ship lands in the water and falls under it about 10 feet. You all have your breath lost from you, but the ship does ascend back up on top of the water as it continues its floating, water pouring off its sides. Continue.
Did they not let it down more gently?
They did warn us at least.
You look to the water and it's nicely moving slow, but you look up to the fall and you see drops are pouring fast enough to cut through steel.
Oh my god.
And you look up to the top of the fall where you guys were headed, and that water's moving slow too. You get the feeling there's weird magic at play in different parts of this area, and you were told about that.
Interesting.
Interesting is an understatement. That's actually pretty cool.
There's much to learn here.
Yeah, I did want to explore to see the world and try to help out more people and fight things, so I'm happy. Despite my father not wanting me to at first.
You've spoken of your father quite a bit. You must be quite close with him.
I am, though we did have a little bit of a falling out when I went to leave because I wanted to go adventuring and he wanted me to stay at the Smith. Got into an argument. I ended up getting ready to leave and then he said, "Hey, don't forget your weapon!" And then yeeted it this near the door. And I said, "Thank you, love you," and then he said, "Love you too."
That's so sweet.
He always recalls when he went to go out adventuring, his mother beat his ass and he kicked him out of the house. He's like, good times.
Reminds me of home. Well, I'm glad you're joining the party.
Indeed. It would be nice to have another member.
Indeed.
A little bit of an odd group, but I think I can work with it.
But the thing is, I thought the same thing when I first met these idiots.
That's
We're
rude.
not idiots.
You
Yes,
specifically
roll a
are.
deception check.
With disadvantage because Okrid fucking knows.
Mm-hmm.
Okrid thought she'd be a dumbass so many times.
Watch him get 2 nat 20s here.
This would be so. That would be so funny.
14.
14.
14.
What's your insight bonus? I will ask.
Mine's a passive of 15.
15. This person seems like an idiot because you've seen them like drooling for a second and then coming back to.
I'm
Yes,
not
you
going to
specifically
judge.
are the idiot.
Hey, you're the one who made me even dumber. So shut up.
And you know why I did it.
Did you hit him on the head too hard? That can happen
Yes.
sometimes.
Did.
I almost killed him by doing so.
Oh.
It was
Try not
not
to do that to
intentional.
me, please. Otherwise, I might get very angry.
I promise you, it was not intentional.
It was. It was absolutely intentional.
I wasn't trying to give you brain damage.
Yeah, don't feel too bad for her. She gave me brain damage at one point.
That's true.
That was by accident.
I was inquiring about your health, and you slammed me into a sheet of ice.
You were groping me. Shut the fuck
I
up.
was
At this
not.
point, you guys see an island in the distance.
Hey, first of all, if that's even remotely true, I will break your goddamn arm.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't even groping her. Yeah.
At least as far as I remember.
Basilius, roll me a wild encounter since you guys aren't listening.
That's fair.
48.
48. Okay, well.
Where was that yesterday?
So, well, no, this one's actually an encounter. So,
Oh.
you guys see an island in the distance, but you completely ignore it as you continue to argue on the deck of the ship, like fucking idiots. And as you do, you hear the strike of lightning. It's appearing above you out of nowhere. Is a storm cloud. Lightning strikes down, and everyone make dexterity saving throws.
Oh god, that's
Anybody
my worst.
in metal armor or holding a metal shield does so with disadvantage.
Oh god, that's
How
even
do
worse.
you notice this aura?
Or even a metal weapon.
Yeah, you'd be in my aura.
So everyone
What is it?
basically has disadvantage here.
I
What's your
don't have
plus?
disadvantage.
I don't.
Do you
Wait,
have a metal
no.
weapon?
No.
Yeah, I do.
I have
Come on,
quarter
you're right.
staff.
You're right. Yeah.
What's your
it's
plus
disadvantage.
for the paladin aura?
My plus is a +7.
Oh, thank god. I might
rolled an
barely
Oh,
average.
then it is too high for me.
No,
Okay.
you don't, Yodis.
It
I
went
give
from-
you a
it
DM's
went from a f-
inspiration.
It went from a
Okay.
15 on the dice
You
to...
know, I'm
Hold
gonna
on,
use-
CJ. I'll tell you when to tell me. Basilius.
I'm also using one.
Okay.
Oh
Sorry.
wait, that should have been a
Gesh,
+9.
what did you roll? What did you roll?
A 19.
19. Okay, you fail. Eotis, what did you roll?
I rolled a 12.
You fail. Okrin, what did you roll?
I'm just giving up on using Demon's Inspiration, so I'm just going to say it's 17.
7. Well, you used the newest one, yes. 17. You fail. Moria, what'd you roll?
A 22.
You succeed. CJ, what'd you roll?
After disadvantage, I got 10 on the dice, 3 from my dex, and a 7 from the aura. So 20.
You succeed.
One off, what the fuck?
Everyone who failed, this is save or suck. Everyone who failed suffers 50 lightning damage as the lightning strikes onto the board of the deck of the ship. As those of you that get hits feel the lightning singes and burns into you even heavier than normally. And it seems to impact very fast because the ship is made of fucking metal. Meanwhile,
Side, probably. Are you...
It would probably be ideal.
I'd offer to heal you up, but some of you can't take it.
I can.
Sure.
at this point you watch as that storm cloud wasn't the only one, as multiple storm clouds begin to appear out of nowhere in the sky. And you watch, those of you with 19 passive perception or higher, Storm clouds seem to swirl out into existence out of nowhere in the skies in this area.
Oh, that's not normal.
Rain begins to pour fast, like bullets. And you watch as the sea that you're on begins to move and rock heavily. You begin to rush inside.
Yeah.
So, as you're inside, healing is done, whatever you want to do. You guys eventually find your way to your rooms. What are you doing for the day? The ship is going towards the next fall because you haven't asked to stop any of the islands you've seen. Because I mentioned multiple times, you guys kept talking over me, so you're not going to get to them.
Well, we were role playing, and
Yeah, no, I said, hey, you guys see an island when you guys weren't talking, and you started talking again. So...
Yes, sir, about that.
Mm-hmm. Anyways. So, for the rest of the day, what are you doing, Moria?
Committing tax fraud.
You have
No,
about
I'm not
18 hours left until the next day starts. So 8 hours of sleep, so about 10.
Okay. I'm gonna communicate with Zarius and coordinate when the fuck he's supposed to be meeting us and get
He was supposed
Surrectus
to
ready.
meet you at Cloudtopia,
Oh.
which I will say at the moment you guys never went to. Well, you did go to, but we never did the session. So.
Alright, then scratch that.
Like I asked you guys to if you wanted to do, and you said, "Nah, let's go to Agiburst." Anyways, you get a response back from Zarius that goes, "I'm in Cloudtopia, but where are you? I've been waiting for over a week now. I'm about to leave."
We're descending into Agiburst. The captain skipped Cloudtopia.
No, you
Blame
guys
it on
you
the
guys
captain.
landed there and did some stuff, but you never met with Zarius at the moment. I'll say.
we're gonna blame it on him.
That's all you get.
Okay. I message him back. If you like, you could meet us in Agiburst. Alternatively, you can, we could meet you somewhere else at a different time.
Meet me in the Aryan Heights when you return to Draconia. Additionally,
Oh,
beware the architect.
thank you, dear.
You can't respond to him. It is a message spell that goes one
I
way
know.
and then back one way, so you can't keep
I know, I'm
responding.
talking to myself.
Okay.
And then I'll tell Surrectus that we missed the chance to talk to Zai, but I'm going to be meeting
Zai.
Not Zai. Zarius. The Aryan Heights.
Yeah, I know. 2 Z names. This is Surrectus Cerelius all over fucking again. Even though they don't even have close to fucking the same names. Anyways. You see Surrectus goes, "Well, seems I won't be able to meet the legendary Sky Slasher. Because once you return to Draconia, I will have to make my own way back home."
Apologies.
May I see his sword blade, though?
I
Do
didn't
I
know you asked that.
Do I still have it?
You do, yeah.
No, I have it. What? I have it.
You handed it to Moria. I don't remember if she handed it back.
I got it back so I could
Did you?
hold on to it.
Because you guys
Yes.
got pulled into Magma Heart immediately at that point. Because she was asking if she could absorb it, and then you guys had a battle. I don't recall you
Yeah.
asking for it back.
Well, now that I'm out, well, we retconned 16 days of me fucking. I would have asked for the damn thing back. We never went over what happened after I was spit out.
Okran, there's no fucking need to yell, man. I'm asking a question. Anyways.
I was
You-
retconned?
Yes.
Yes. Anyways. Okay, you have the sword blade. So how do you respond, Moria?
I don't have it on me. I could ask for it, but what are you planning to do with it? Can I ask that?
Make a persuasion check.
Guidance.
Hey, Gish, what did you ever do with Barnabas's armor?
We still have that.
We still have it. Okay.
Yeah.
DM.
Bro, you're balancing out your fucking rolls.
No, yeah, I'm not 20.
Not 20. I was planning on seeing if I could replicate its enchantments with Frost Mother Blade.
That would be so interesting, though. Hopefully you don't absorb it. I can ask, though, dearie. Hold on. Sending. Okrin.
You just
Can
hear.
I borrow?
Yeah?
God damn it.
Nah.
Oh, Okrin, I need to borrow the Zarius's handle for a second, and it's not going to be absorbed.
Blade.
Yeah, the blade. The blade. I need to borrow it. It's going to replicate enchantment. You'll get it back.
Well, perhaps if you figure out, I'm gonna respond. Perhaps if you figure out how to replicate, I can put it on an axe, and well, I'll bring it.
Meet on, and then I'll cast another one. Meet on deck, and I'll go out. Be right back.
He nods.
Yeah.
Gesh, why am I fucking echoing back through your mic? Or is that Moria I'm hearing it through?
I don't know. I don't hear an echo.
Yeah, we're not hearing echoes.
I just heard, he nods back to me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Anyways, you two eventually meet on the deck. As the sky is still raining, you find a safe place to meet.
Oh,
Yeah, go on.
yeah, I'll pull out the blade. Oh, there you go.
This like
Alright.
this 4-foot tall like blade that's serrated at the edges like a saw blade, and these beautiful intricate divine and draconic runes upon it. You see, it looks sharp, but as you touch it, it doesn't feel sharper than a normal blade. But I assume you guys have fucking tested this out because of what you know about it. And when Gesh touches it, it seems to cut very easily. You get the feeling
Good
it's
to
meant
get
to
cracking.
kill dragons.
Very interesting.
This is
All
the
right.
blade.
All right. I'll see if I can replicate this enchantment, and then we'll see if we can put it on an axe. But it might require some strenuous effort. But I need to study it.
We have a lot of weapons that are easily used against dragons.
And
Eo
then
disappears out of fucking nowhere.
Disappear.
And then I'll go back.
Yeah, very weird.
At this point, as you're standing in the rain for a second, Okran, you turn
Yeah.
around and you see, standing behind you, Eotis.
Yeah.
You walk outside because you saw fucking Okran walking outside walking outside.
Have we gotten our long rest, or do we get the long rest
No.
after? Okay,
You're not
making
finished
sure.
your long rest yet.
Okay. Okran, where are you going?
Just,
You see Moria walks back inside as you're outside. The
As she
rain's
walks by.
pouring.
I was giving Moria the blade. She said she might be able to find a way to replicate the enchantment. If she can, I'd be quite interested in perhaps putting it on a great axe.
Oh, I see. Well, if you find a way to actually put it on, it would be absolutely very useful.
Indeed it would.
So, what have you been doing with that world? I know you've been kind of culling it to your own wishes, but leaving
Well,
it as it is.
I've started working on raising my influence, making a few clerics, a paladin here or there. Trying to avoid warlocks after what happened last time.
Yeah.
Let's see. I've been seeing how the world develops. A few other things.
Has it been all you wanted and more?
I wouldn't quite say that. Things have happened that have been less than ideal. I've been seeing if I can create life upon there to hopefully at least attempt to replace the gods that were killed. As They were most likely quite necessary.
Jonas, make me a perception check if you don't mind.
Okay.
And Okran, you don't get a perception check on this with your passive perception because you are become blind to the noise coming back at the moment. Because
18.
they're just always happening. 18. Yodis, you swear you hear chanting from his back. The sound of metal striking metal.
Do you mind if I take a quick closer glance at it? I
Not
promise I'm
at all.
not gonna do anything to it. I just
No,
Alright.
as long as you don't cast any spells at it.
don't worry. I promise I won't.
Roll a
Okay,
deception
let me
check.
first.
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
I
So,
I just get up close to him and just smite him.
you
Alright,
stare
I-
upon his back, and as you begin to look through the the topographical layer of clouds and mountain tops, you see upon one of its tallest mountain spires, there exists a single man, ting, forging, ting, and a few people chanting. And eventually, the man finishes and holds a sword. As he looks to the sky, he holds it and starts to say something which you don't understand. A language. Okran,
Yes.
in the back of your mind, you sense a gift. Do you accept?
Yes.
You watch, Eotis, as the entire mountain range is incinerated with radiant energy.
Oh my god!
And those on it as well.
Oh shit.
It
And
wasn't me, I swear.
Okran, you see appearing in front of you this radiant beam of light, and rocks and stone and blood and flesh just sprays everywhere. And sitting in the middle of this pillar of light, just floating, a bit of green energy and grayish energy pouring off of it. A blade made of rocks floating around each other, held together by bits and pieces of wind that flow through it.
I swear
You immediately
to God,
recognize
this wasn't me.
pieces of the bodies of the two dead gods on your back, forged into a large great sword.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Shit, can I try to summon it forth?
You see it right before you, and as you reach out and summon it towards you, it reaches and grabs into your hand, and it feels like it naturally grips properly in your hand. As you hold it, you can feel the wind blowing across it. You feel the earth connecting to it, and it feels just right in your hands. This great sword, as you hold on to it, it almost... Are you attuned to everything? Like, do you have one attunement slot open?
Oh, I have attunement slots open.
How
I'm
many?
literally attuned to 2.
This does take 2 attunement slots. As it immediately attunes to you. And you feel yourself
Okay.
begin to... as you start to float. As you feel the
Ogren,
air
you scared me,
flowing
buddy.
off the sword and pulling you into the air. And then you like,
Ogren?
and you focus for a second. And then the air stops and the stones on the sword solidify as you land on the ground. And it's hard to move, but you feel sturdier. You see rocks appearing on your body, creating an armor-like effect.
Holy shit.
Well, alright.
I can't tell you for sure.
I touch Okran on the back and cast Lesser Restoration on him. I'm gonna cast it specifically like on near the mountain range where it just got incinerated.
You watch as you pour this divine energy into his shell. The scourged mountain range, long destroyed in its own timeline, begins to heal as grass, vegetation, and forests grow, and where the dip was taken and thrust here, the stone rivers begin to rush through and create this large lake. You see a civilization begins to grow around it.
Did that help you at all? Feel any better?
I feel quite fine.
The stone armor breaks
Okay.
at this point.
What is that blade?
I have no idea. I do know, however, know.
You do
I'm
know in your
going-
mind it is what your people on your back called it was the blade of sky and ground. But a blade deserves a name, Okrin.
Tunchumaru.
Combine the name of the two gods.
Give me 1 sec while I look at what their names were here.
You forgot.
Motherfucker.
Hey,
I can't play.
I've made notes of these for this reason. Let's see. Animus. and
CJ, I'm gonna
Terror.
give you a DM's inspiration because you called it.
Yo.
Oh
called
wow.
it?
Okay.
Like you need more, but great.
I don't have any. I just started.
Oh, I thought he. Never mind.
Alright. Might I make a suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, just being for consideration.
Mm-hmm.
I would call it Horizon Edge. It's where the ground and sky meet.
No,
I
I'd call
like
it
that
Turam.
actually. Yeah, Horizon Edge. Horizon's Edge.
Yeah, you can be edging all you want on the horizon.
Oh, he got a fucking sword from the corpses of the two dead gods. Holy shit.
I
Horizon's
gotta
Edge
say-
is a +2 weapon.
Oh fuck.
If you want to write this
Start
I
down.
got it.
Horizon's Edge, a +2 weapon made of floating rocks bound by strange winds. Created by the Shell of Okrin by its inhabitants as a weapon for their creator god.
Bound by wind, forged by the inhabitants of Okrin's Shell.
As a weapon and symbol for their creator god. This weapon requires 2 attunement slots. While attuned to this weapon, its user gains a 10-foot flying speed,
How much? 10?
10-foot flying speed. Additionally, they may negate this flying speed as a bonus action, which means they get rid of it, as they fall to the ground taking no damage from any height, and causing stone to ride across their body, creating an additional shell of protection. This is called Earth Armor. They could switch between which one is active. They could switch between Winds of the Sky and Earth Armor, which is the 2 abilities it has. Winds of the Sky gives a 10-foot flying speed, and that's really all. But Earth Armor gives you a plus 1d4 to your AC when it's activated, but you cannot move, and you if you fall to the ground immediately, and you are stationary, basically, as pieces of earth begin to grow around you into a shell. Additionally, with Earth Armor active, you gain advantage on any saving throws made, strength saving throws made against being forcefully pushed, shoved, or pulled. This is a level 1 weapon, can be upgraded, and is called a Vestige of the Shell.
God. Okrin has his own versions of vestiges. Holy shit.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to start creating some sentinels to go with this, huh?
You don't have to.
That could be fun. I got plans.
I can't wait to
I've
cast
got some-
Disintegrate on you.
Oh, please, no.
They call Rotus the World Shatterer for a reason.
I serve you justice. He's gonna get jumped at the whole party.
Anyways. So, as you look towards this weapon, you feel within it the essences of the 2 deities that were killed not too long ago.
Okrin's going to smile slightly. Well, it's good to know that you two are still with me.
Okrin, it's only us here.
Okrin,
Yes.
You sense there's more abilities to this, but you need to train it because you're using it specifically.
Well then, guess what? I'm beginning to think Magma Heart means Jack.
I will
I
say
don't care
this:
about
if you want to,
character.
if you want to continue to learn about it, as Eodis is out there with you, while Okran wields Horizon's Edge, he may use 2 more abilities.
Okay, give me 1 sec. Edit.
The first of
Well,
which is Healing Winds of the Sky. While wielding this blade, Okran can cause a 60-foot tempest of bursted wind within range of himself. Each creature within this radius heals. The amount they heal is dependent on Okran. Okran may spend any of his hit dice to heal his allies and himself. Whatever you roll on those hit dice, everyone gets. You additionally add your Constitution bonus to each of to the total there. So it's all you could roll all your hit dice, but you only add your con bonus once to it. So when you do the ability, it's 60 foot. It's a bonus action. You spend an amount of hit dice that you want to spend, plus your con mod once, and then everybody of your choice, your allies within that 60 foot, gets healed for that amount. I'll say you get healed for that amount. Everybody within the radius gets healed for half the amount, specifically. Rounded down. Sorry.
Still really good.
Yeah.
yeah, it is. And shit, it's still divine though.
Oh.
It's literally made from a god.
I'm back. Sorry, my mom keeps
Well,
knocking on
Oh,
my
we
door.
can try it
God,
anyways.
so-
We'll see what
Hello?
happens.
Hello? 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 Hello?
What's the fourth
Hello?
ability? Hello, hi.
The fourth ability...
Hey.
Hello there.
The fourth ability is Earthen Spike. Let me read this out for you. Okran may step on the ground, causing a spike of earth to shatter forth, attempting to impale an enemy within 60 feet of himself. The enemy must make a dexterity saving throw against the sword's DC, which would be 18. I'll wait for you to write that and let me know.
Oh, it caused a spike of earth. What's the range you said?
60 feet.
60 feet.
To form. To jut. Damn it. Jut from the ground. And you said this is what kind of action or attack
It's
or
a-
what?
It's
an attack.
it's a single action specifically.
Use an action. Alright, 2-step, because from the ground within 60 feet of him.
Creature may...
All,
Mm-hmm.
alright, so all creatures.
No.
Nope.
It's a single
Okay.
creature that you target.
Okay. The creature targeted must make a
Dex save.
dexterity saving.
Against the DC of the
DC
weapon 18. Yes. On a failure, the target suffers... Let's see here. It's level 1. 3d12 plus Okran's strength modifier in piercing damage.
What kind of piercing damage?
Magical piercing damage. No, it's not magical. It's normal piercing damage.
Alright.
Additionally, the creature becomes restrained until the start of their next turn, as they are impaled on the spike. At the start of the creature's next turn, at the start of your next turn, Okran, the spike does crumble. However, it remains until then.
That's actually really, really strong.
Yeah.
So, I'm guessing you're happy with your new blade?
Indeed. Alright.
As if you can do
It's
with the
Saber
cups
Suck,
of
I'm
your two
guessing, right?
gods.
It's Saber Suck, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright, I think I got that down. Holy shit. Okran's
but-
gonna look over the blade. Well, when I said that at least I saw the two of you with me, I am referring to two of the gods that recently were killed upon my back due to a spell mishap. I do not truly blame Moria for it.
Of course.
After all,
it
they
was
couldn't
Moria.
see. But either way, I have at least not lost them fully, shall we say.
Yes, well, this way, they will be with you for a much longer time to come.
Indeed.
Man, it takes them that long to come. Anyways,
I wanted to make the joke.
did you exit back in? Well,
No.
enter back in. Yes.
I was going to physically say we should probably start heading back inside now. So
Yes, I was going to say you already do. As you guys head back in, Moria, the rest of your day is spent doing
Yeah.
what?
Okay.
The rest of my day is spent with the king to help him try to make this sword enchantment, and also
It's gonna take a while to do
Uh,
that, so you get the feeling this won't be a
okay.
day.
all right then.
He'll need to
instead,
take
I
it
will-
with him to Durath because understanding and then replicating an enchantment can take months.
Oh, okay.
I trusted you.
Betrayal.
Well, if you're gonna take this sword for like months at a time, I can't. Like, we need this.
I can have Barnabas look at it, but I will need to return to Durath to do so. Unless you can find him in Draconia somewhere when you return. But it'll take him a few weeks at least to understand this. At least 2, I believe. He's quite skilled. You don't know who
Same
Barnabas
thing.
is, do you?
Yeah, of course I do.
Make a deception.
I thought I actually do. I thought he's been to Marsetheth before.
He has once or twice, but we'll see. I'll roll a d100 to see if you've actually met him.
I know who Barnabas is.
You have, so you know who it is. Never mind. Go ahead.
He hasn't. I don't believe he's set up shop yet, or at least he did before. But then sister being sister. Look, I'm not the owner of this sword. Neither is Okran, but they found it, and right by conquest, it is theirs. I can't take this from him for 2 weeks.
Make a persuasion check.
17. That's not good.
Oh dear. If it's right by conquest, then you are mine and not this party's. However, I will ask Okran myself. May I have the blade to go speak with him? Gee,
God
Out
damn
of
it.
character, we know he's not gonna ask nicely for it.
No.
Out of character, I'm wondering if he's even going to ask.
When the King of Wrath wants something, he usually just
I'm
takes
back,
it.
sorry. What?
I cast the sending spell subtly, to Okran. Yo, the king is trying to ask if he can take Xerius's blade for 2 weeks to try and replicate the enchantment. I told him it's not up to me, it's your sword. Answer? Question mark?
She says question mark.
I thought we were giving it back to Xerius. I thought this would be quick.
King is not quick with anything. Okay?
No comment.
So, am I going to go speak with this Okran or not?
Look, I'll lead you towards him. Hold on.
Meanwhile, you
should
just
still
hear
be
from
on the
his
deck.
room. You just hear from his room. No.
All right.
No.
Eventually, you head to the
Yes.
deck, and he's not there. You
God
eventually
damn it,
lead
okay.
to his room. And Okran, what have you been doing in your room for about an hour? I'd say.
The
Well,
goblin.
unless it instantly attuned to me, I'd probably be attuning to this.
Okay. You
Wonderful new sword.
You finish tuning to it. You do sense two presences in the blade. Not full presences, but you're unsure exactly what.
I have a hunch.
Eventually, there's a.
Fuckers, open the fucking door!
Come in.
The door's locked.
Oh yeah. Lock the door.
Great.
Jesus Christ.
Open the door.
I said I'm opening the door.
All right, you walk over and open the door, and you see the king standing behind Moria.
Hi.
Hello. What can I do for you?
King wants to take the sword to try and replicate the enchantment, but that would take 2 weeks, and it's not mine. And I'm not asking you to say yes, I'm asking you if you believe that is okay. I know that we're attempting to meet Zarius to negotiate a deal.
You will be the first to receive a copy of the enchantment. I can assure you that.
As tempting as your offer is, I don't wish to be destroyed by Ceres for not having his sword when we said we would.
He
I'm
looks
sure
at
you
you.
understand.
His eyes narrow. See him thinking, looking over at everyone in the room for a second.
I wave.
What's that stench? Never mind.
Don't
I've been
question
trying
it.
to keep it clean, I swear.
Understood. And he walks away.
Ochre just sighs a bit. Well, that went probably as well as it could have, given I refused.
Honestly, I was
Possibly.
expecting him to punch you through your shell.
Anyways, here you are.
Thank you. As I'm going to put it away. And
Alright.
I'm going to pull out Horizon's Edge again. However, it doesn't seem I'll need to worry too much about putting it on a great axe.
Alright, fantastic. What a fabulous sword. I don't know where you got it, but frankly, I'm glad you have something.
Well, I got it from my back, actually.
Oh.
Seems
fascinating.
that I'm not totally forgotten. And your little mishap created this.
Alright. At least there's some silver linings and some otherwise bad, a couple of bad days. Let's...
Indeed.
Alright, so, before I forget, I need to attend to some of my Archmage duties, and I need to contact a couple of people. There's a man on the loose in Marstethith that is important to get Shield, and I intend to track him down.
You are
Alright,
doing. Never mind. Sorry.
Anyways, I'll be back. And then I'm gonna go ahead to Geshiel and I's room, and I'm gonna spend the rest of the day sending between various contacts.
You mean Geshiel's room?
Yeah. And I'm gonna spend the
Yes.
rest of the day, spend using sending spells to contact people and like give descriptions like, hey, I need
Make an
information on
investigation
this
check if
guy.
you don't mind for me.
Awesome.
I'll say you'll be out of spell slots.
33.
33. Get information about a strange man that's moved south of Snowden. He's been buying up slaves recently and selling, well, not pocketing, but like gaining mercenaries that want more power into his employ. And they seem to be using strange abilities, and anybody that seems to be investigating into them has disappeared.
And have been hiring mercenaries that wish for more power. Anyone that has been trying to
One of
investigate the issue.
one of the people that have investigated was the head justiciar of Snowden, and he went missing. He was, well, his room was searched, and all that was found was a shard of a bone in the shape of a spear.
Snowden, when his room was searched,
I know
all
what that means.
clue that was found
Sorry,
was
guys. It was actually
a
me who was testing on you.
shard of a bone in the shape of a spear. Alright. If that's my entire day, that's my entire day. If it's not, I'm
It
just
is.
gonna go back
It
to
is.
my hubby and chill with him.
He seems not to let you in for the night.
Oh, alright. Is she...
Damn, he's
I've come
Yes.
to reclaim my bed, and I flop down and fall asleep.
Your bed's just full of shit, because she didn't want to get up in the middle of the... No.
Oh my god! Bro's gonna take my title.
I'll say you sit down on the... Well, you jump on the bed, and you land on a hard box. You're like, God damn it, Geshiel, you're using this for storage? You, like, throw the box off. It's the arrow box that hits the ground. Just lays on there now. Meanwhile, CJ,
Yeah,
what is L. Lick doing for the entire day?
Mlex. And
El Licke.
due to the factor that it's pouring down rain on the ship, I suppose she would be playing on one of her instruments and composing a song, which she has a lute on her.
Okay. Make a performance check if you're playing for the entire day.
Alright. That is a total with my performance. 18 plus 4, 22.
22. You play a nice kind of song, you know, a ditty. And you eventually hear a few people who have instruments themselves starting to come in. It's nice, like drums, wind instruments being played. It's almost like a forest kind of play going on, but a sailing type. And it's pretty nice. Anything else you want to do during the day? Anything major?
I would get my smithing tools out and undent any dents in my tire shield because I am a blacksmith's daughter. I gotta keep my equipment in top shape.
Are you
Otherwise, my
proficient?
father.
Are you proficient in them?
Yes.
Okay, good. Never mind. You're fine. So as your day comes to an end after repairing, meeting this new group, Geshiel, what are you doing during the day?
Guess she would try to buy a tower shield on the ship if possible.
You go to the armory of the ship. They don't have tower shields. They have bucklers and kite shields. But as you're at the tower, as you're looking for shields and weapons on the ship to see what you could get, you do see a curved greatsword, and you do recall that dream you have. You're like, nah. And then there's a tap on your shoulder. You see, standing behind you in his magnificent glory, Gustav.
Oh, hello, Gustav.
My friend Geshiel. He's just flexing as he does this. I didn't get to fight against you very much. I wish for a duel. And he cracks his fingers.
PTSD from my arm coming off on Advar. Duel.
The funny thing is, during the arm wrestling tournament, I accidentally ripped one arm off.
What say you? Dragonborn? A duel? Swords? Fists?
Fists.
I like your attitude. Now, meet me on the main deck. I'm gonna get a
Alright.
drink first. And he walks towards the kitchen.
As I preemptively use 50 of my Body of Eternity points to heal up to 4.
Okay. As you eventually meet him on the deck, the ship is hitting against these large waves as the masts begin to sway. The energy-based the energy-based sails that glow and pour rain. You can see the hexagonal shapes to them. As you stand there, the rain pouring down sideways because of the heavy winds. You see he's standing up and getting to the deck in his wonderful striped leotard. His curled mustache, which begins to flap in the wind with rain hitting him. His bald head shining as the moon is starting to come up. Gustav, standing in his massive 6'5" to normal people, comes standing up and he looks towards you, crossing his arms. It seems you did not run away. Your courage is acceptable.
Never. I never run away from a fair challenge.
Well then, and he holds his hand out. Let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun.
You shake his hand?
Yep.
Roll an athletics check. This is a challenge in itself.
Can I activate rage?
Sure.
Hey Goblin, has it been a week? Oh
Oh
god,
At
barely
this point,
not
it has
good.
been, yeah.
Okay, good.
As
Barely
you
not
shake
a
his
crit
hand, he goes, "A nice grip for a lady like yourself, but nothing compared to a legend like me." And he nearly crushes your hand as he stares at you. Let's have some fun. He lets
Let's have some
go
fun.
and pulls his fists up. No magic.
Do domains count?
Yes.
Fuck! Alright. Fine.
The wind blows as the moonlight reflects off your skins. Do you want to do the duel, or do you want to just say you guys fight and we roll to see who wins?
I would ask him 2 more times if my divine adrenaline and
Yes,
my,
all that shit is magical.
Let's just roll to see who wins.
Okay. So as you continue your fights, roll an athletics check. And I will let you use your rage for advantage. And I will say he's using his rage too.
That's not as good.
Though it's a nice fight where you're bouncing across the deck, landing blows on each other heavily. Your scales are starting to strike against his, and he's throwing it to the side. I'm saying you add 5 to that, and I wasn't going to tell you it was a passive thing. So you got 31 instead. You can see that you're both landing heavy blows on each other. Your scales are starting to damage him a bit more. But in the end, he lands one good punch against your jaw, and you do fall to your knees as the rain has soaked you. And he reaches a hand out to you.
I take the hand.
He helps you stand up. You fought well. You can see he wipes a bit of blood away from his nose.
Let's have a rematch at another point.
Of course. Before you go, and he's going to take out a small a pendant, and he's going to hand it to you. He's going to take out a small notebook, and he's going to hand it to you. That should go over the basics of enhancement magic, at least for your strength.
Well, thanks.
You're welcome.
I will use it.
Good. Get stronger next time. Maybe you'll
I will
win.
beat you.
No, you won't.
I will.
And you see him go start doing his workout regimen.
Okay.
As you walk back inside, what else are you doing during the day? It's at this point you're getting very close to the end of the day and where you need to sleep.
I will begin to study the book.
Okay. Make me an intelligence check. Or sorry, an arcana check specifically.
Terrible intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
0.
He rolled a natural 3 and he got a 0.
You see, Gustav's designs are very academically made and correct. He is a poet of the page and pen.
Oh,
And you can see his drawings are very well made, but the fuck is a magical circuit system?
Wait,
And
is Jesh even smart enough to read?
he barely. Actually, what is yours?
5.
What are these fucking lines?
Fuck, please, let me at least read a
You
little
need
bit.
a 6. You need a 6. You read a few things. You're like, magic. It's.
Ah, fuck you, Oaken.
And you think, and you're like, you know what? Too hard. You throw it to the side as you fall asleep. Moria comes in and she falls asleep, throws the box to the ground.
Oh my god.
Eotis, what are you doing during the rest of your day?
I'm going to see if I can find a magical item called a Necklace of Adaptation for sale.
No.
No. Okay. In that case, I am just going to sit down and meditate and try to attune myself more to the Rapier of the Serpent King and try to just study inward, because I really need to find out what the hell's wrong with me. Why do I keep shitting myself?
You study inward. Make me a medicine check.
14.
As you think and you feel your intestines, you actually go to the ship's doctor because you're fucking unsure. And the doctor does a prostate exam on you.
Shit all over his finger.
Yes, you do.
Why did you want that?
You have the stages of oncoming prostate cancer, it would seem. Magically created because of the effects of Moria's spell.
Oh no!
Wait, did you
no.
with your resistance to disease? You're a paladin.
Nope.
It's straight up cancer.
Cancer's not a disease, by technicality.
Uh-huh.
I suppose I shall get my affairs in order.
You get the feeling applied medical or lots of lesser restorations or even less greater restorations could help you in that sense, but it would take a while, and you could get rid of this.
Okay.
But it would also get rid of the shit spear title.
I'm fine with that.
Maybe you could do it enough where you don't die from
It might have some
cancer.
other secret upsides.
Hey, you could do it to a point where you have the shit steer title, but not enough so you get killed.
Because I know the only upside is, like, goblins are gonna be like, oh, you create, like, shit spears magically that deal damage. I don't want that!
How did you fucking know?
It is called Blood Shit Spear.
Alright, thank you for the advice, Doctor. As I
It'll
head
be
back
30
to my-
gold.
Fuck. Well, I suppose I should pay you for your time. It's like, hand him 30 gold.
He's like, oh, you actually... Yes, 30 gold. Thank you.
What? What?
Broke off the fucking scale.
You're just in a random room.
Wait a
This isn't
fucking
even a
second.
fucking doctor.
It's just some random back alley dude who just wanted
might
to
not
put his
even be
finger up my butt.
possible. You're not even sure that it's prostate cancer now because he's clearly not a doctor.
No, you did go see the ship. You did go see the ship doctor.
Okay.
But he still got stamped.
Yes.
Alright. I head back to my room to head in for the night.
Alright. Okran.
Yes.
Eotis comes in looking a little bit sad. What are you doing for the day?
Actually, I want to work on something. So, first of all, let's make sure everything's going smoothly on the back for a bit. You know, clear up wars and shit. They did me good. They definitely deserve some good shit going on.
When you go on your back, you start to hear rumors over the thousands of years that pass over the day about a sanctuary created by a god, an outer god, who touched the earth itself, a wound. A place known as the Eternal Glade of Iotis.
Oh my god.
I
I will not.
You know
You're
what?
an outer god!
Bro, this whole party is literally just going to be gods. What the fuck?
No, I am the only one who isn't big sad.
I'm the only one who's
For now.
actually fitting for a god.
Who isn't yet.
It's said that
God.
those who bathe in its lakes have their youth restored, have their diseases cured, and are returned to normalcy.
That sounds awfully familiar. I think I should go check it out.
You head to the point where you see Ioda's touched your back. And there's beautiful crystal lake surrounded by trees of golden leaf and white bark. As you enter in, you feel the power of a greater restoration exists in this area, and it's permanently affixed to the water. Divine energy. And you see in the center of the lake is a vestige of Iodas. A piece of him, his divine energy, has created a mirrored image of him of just golden light that seems to protect the area. It's shitting it. No.
It's,
The waters are brown.
oh god, no.
It's like the color of no, it's the color of serum.
Oh god. As
It's
you
still beautiful.
Oh god.
Please don't make it
Let's
like
stop
that.
talking about this, please.
This cannot be Iodas' legacy.
It's too late for that.
I don't.
The lake itself is crystal clear, but as the sun seems to set, it glows a golden color.
Oh no. Let's leave a couple hints lying around for a couple good people.
By the way, the creatures of this area, like deers and moose, are
Yeah.
fucking jacked because they drink this water.
Jesus.
They have gilded horns. They're 10 feet taller than they usually would be. Their fur is longer, and it seems to come down to points. They look very healthy.
Oh, I'm gonna put my hand in the water just to see if I can determine anything about it just from that.
It has a honey-like smell to it.
How interesting.
You lick it. And it tastes like... You can't describe it.
Like shit.
No, not like shit.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
It almost has a syrupy taste to it, but it's watery textured.
Very interesting. I'm guessing nothing happens to me though.
You have greater restoration cast on you.
Yay!
Are you affected by any bad diseases or anything like that?
Nah.
Okay.
Suffer heartbreak.
Anyways.
No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Eventually you come back to from your world. Anything else you want to do?
Yes, actually. Well, I know my size is going to become a problem, and the astral projection, well, potentially useful. Let's see if I can physically alter myself using my own powers.
Make a wisdom save and add your constitution bonus.
Alrighty.
You need a 33.
Got
Wisdom
this.
save plus con bonus. So that's 1d20 plus 8 plus 7, so that's plus 15. I'm near Iodas at this point, so that's another plus 7.
Well, hold on,
Make
hold
that.
on. It's a wisdom save, so it would be your wisdom save shit, and then you just add your con modifier on, not your con save bonus.
Yeah, my
Okay.
my con save is plus 11.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure
I'm
you
not
realize.
adding that.
I'm just making sure you realize.
Okay.
I'd say Iodas has already fallen asleep by this point, so you don't get his bonus. This is during the
He
day.
just, like, shakes
This
me
is
with
during the
it.
day, and he fell asleep before all the other shit. So I would say you don't get his bonus.
Can I use my protection, my shell
No, because you're.
bonuses? Damn.
No.
Alright. Here we go. Damn it. You said at
feel-
least. You know what?
What?
Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
You want
Okay.
you want to do anything? Blah, blah, blah?
Nope. Let's
Oh.
do this. Let's do
You
this.
get the feeling you won't be able to do this without learning enhancement magic like Gustav uses. He has, but it would have to be a different type of enhancement magic. But you could get the base core if you asked him, or maybe
Alright.
Moria, who knows it.
Or me with the book.
Well, he doesn't know about the book.
Yeah, I don't know about the book.
Wait, what?
Damn. Alright.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Alright. That's unfortunate.
You finish your day.
Let's... Yep. Sleep
You all
time.
awaken the next day. And I assume you guys don't want to stop on any other islands. You want to get to your goal, correct?
Yeah, we want to get to the gold. We might be able to stop on our way back.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you continue down many falls, a week of time is going to pass to get to the center. What are you all doing for a week as a group or separately?
I will definitely ask Moria to help me with the enhancement magic.
I
Oh.
would probably be asking who.
Yeah, sure. We can make this a group session. CJ, do you also want to learn?
Yeah. Let's all do it.
Learn
CJ?
what?
Enhancement magic.
It is dangerous,
Sure.
but
Maybe.
boy howdy are the gains.
This spells will increase your core stats for a period of time. So like the one I currently know is that it will increase your strength by 2 for like 8 hours. That's an exaggeration. It doesn't last for
Maybe?
8 hours, but it's good.
Alright.
Let's do it.
Everyone is being taught by Moria the basics and ethics of enhancement magic. And how it's so awesome to use. Moria,
Yeah.
this is a teaching skill. Roll a charisma check for me. And you can add your intelligence on it too.
Oh, perfect. This is a plus 16. Am I allowed to guide? No, this is not.
You can. You're over the course of it. You're like guiding them.
Yeah. All right.
Well, if it's over the course of a week, can you add 7 guidances?
I'm gonna roll D100. Oh fuck! It's wild encounter. Continue.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
What did you do, Yodis?
Go on,
I
Moria.
was curious.
natural 20.
All right, your
Damn,
lecture.
38.
You're like, okay, they want to know this. I'm gonna spend one day preparing this lecture. You get this whole entire lecture planned out. It's beautiful. It has small, like you use food and different pieces of like crafted like anatomy pieces that you have just lying around for some fucking reason. You start to create like small pamphlets and like books and textbooks. And though you get exhausted the first day, you do bring plenty of resource material based on the creation that you created of enhancement magic and how to unravel it. You've unraveled it yourself to create more spells in the future possibly, but you would need to know more shit. At the moment, you know how to use enhancement magic to an extent, how it affects the body, all that shit. And as you're like teaching this to the rest of the group, I need everyone else to make Arcana checks
Can I
or
invite Sarkis to
Constitution
the meet?
checks. Yeah, you can invite.
Can I invite Sarkis to sit in? Like, hey, if you want to learn this, I'm teaching a seminar.
I would like everyone to choose either a Constitution or Arcana check.
I'm choosing Arcana.
Would they all
I'm-
get the help action from me because I'm
Yes.
teaching them?
Yes.
I'm choosing con. After all, that's kind of what I need to go for anyways.
Okay.
Bro.
You can use it.
Iotis.
DM's inspiration.
Oh shit, that's a 25.
Okay. Yodas, you want to use
Title
DM's
me,
inspiration?
bitch.
Yeah, I'll use it.
CJ, are you here for this lecture?
Sure.
All right, roll something. It's like a con or Arcana check
Arcana check.
with your intelligence modifier or your Constitution modifier. I think it was right.
It's your con or Arcana check. Your choice.
I'm
Yeah.
rolling Arcana because I have advantage
How do you have
because of my
advantage?
ruin.
Oh,
my ruin.
Help
okay.
action?
You already
well,
have
then
the
you have
help action,
double.
yeah. So you get a +5 to the roll.
Okay, with the +5 and with advantage, 14 on the
Roll it
die.
in chat, please. Roll it in chat, please.
Okay.
Because everyone else is rolling in chat.
All right, fair enough.
Nat 20 of the lifetime, baby.
Where is the?
My best student, CJ. Come on.
There's the rolls.
What about me?
Rolls
You're my special student.
1d20
Special student.
plus.
I'm your
You
Get
said
a
biggest
+5 on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was
7
the special student.
ADV.
Oh, you're the special
21.
student.
Okay. So, Eotis, you and Gesh are kind of fucking around. Gesh, what'd you oh no. You and Gesh are fucking around, but Eotis, you kind of like zone out for a second because you feel your bubble gut rumbling and you can go to the bathroom multiple times and you're like, huh? What's happening?
My bubble gut?
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Shit.
the rest of you three managed to learn a little bit about enhancement magic. It takes you the entire week, but everyone but Eotis does learn the Bull Strength spell, and you can use it once a day. So, Moria, if you'd like to go ahead and post that in the general chat for these three to copy down into their stat pages.
Yes, of course. Let me just scroll up and find it.
Excellent. Now that I have the basis of that, I can continue working on modifying myself. Yeah.
And Okran, you do get a bit more because you got the highest here. You understand the basic principles of how to create the magic and how it is affecting of your body to an extent. So it'll take you another week or two, but you might be able to use
Modify
the
myself,
basis of
I
enhancement
will.
magic to modify yourself.
Femocran, yeah.
Well, enhance yourself, not completely change yourself.
Damn it, I was trying to change my size.
That might be, you might be able to do that. I said enhance. I didn't say
Fair enough.
transmute. So you all gain the Strength of the Bull spell, which is a self-touch range, casting time of 1 action, duration 1 hour, transmutation / enchantment spell, / enhancement spell. Touch yourself and or willing creature, and their strength increases by +2 for a max of 22 for 1 hour.
So I can't.
I wish I learned it.
Yeah, yes, unfortunately it doesn't help you, but you now know the basis of enhancement magic, and I'll say you even give the book to Moria to, like, understand better.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
please, Moria, please
And now
continue to teach me.
you can have personal lessons with Moria now.
I will.
Does Serectus learn?
You see, like, Serectus in the first day, looking through the pamphlet, is just, like, speed reading through it. And you see him hold his hand out, and you see his muscles bulge for a second as they turn red. A little bit.
I just realized that spell might not be effective for me since it can only go to 22 because of my belt.
A little Neanderthalic, but I could see the basis of the magic there. You mortals are fun. And you see him, like, shake the spell off, and you see him cast a divine enhancement magic that fortifies his strength further.
Oh god.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I can understand it?
Unfortunately, you are not a divine caster, and this is a more generalized thing that only he can really do at the moment. But you can make an Arcana check to see if you understand it a little bit.
Alright.
Could I, because I have divine adrenaline?
Sure, yeah, you can. Make an Arcana check.
I'm an academic.
Since
I
I
get
don't have the
advantage because of
+5,
that?
No.
this is just advantage.
I would also like
Okay,
to.
I probably don't understand anything.
Moria, you can do it with advantage because you've had him inside of you.
Okay.
I got the net 20!
I also got a nat 20. Let's go, Gash!
Oh my
We're
God.
twinning! That's 3 nat 20s this game. Holy fuck! This day is great for me.
What's happening? What? I was just finding my dad.
Does my streak continue?
I'm gonna use a
into the
bardic
day?
inspiration to add to that.
Bro,
You can't
Chiron,
add
the
bardic
first-
to yourself, I think.
Yeah.
without
you-
less
There's
than
a,
Yeah,
there's a
Oh,
certain subclass that can.
That's a bardic.
Yeah,
here.
You're a
Chiron
sword bard,
just
aren't
rolled
you?
his third net 20. And I didn't get it on the net 20.
Bro, you still don't know shit, even with a nat 20?
Yes.
No,
You
That's
look
really
towards
funny.
this and you're like, that looks kind of similar to what happens when divine adrenaline happens, and you can't do exactly what he's doing, but you try to force the points in your body, the divine points, to create a similar form to what he's doing. And you guys watch as Gesh's marks glow heavily, and his strength bolsters for a second, or her strength. Gesh, for but a brief second, for 1 minute, you look down to your hands, and your strength is 40.
What the fuck?
Well, actually, what is 10? What is 10 plus your strength?
36.
36, and you're like, oh, and you are exhausted at the moment because you are draining divine energy points every second you have this up.
Yeah.
You're like, and it just reflexes back. You gain 1 exhaustion point.
Does the king react to this?
Interesting. He goes away. But I'll say you guys are like studying this as well. You gain a new ability, Gesh. This is divine body. It's similar to divine adrenaline. Spending 5 divine energy points, you may increase your strength by 10 for up to an amount of turns equal to your con mod, which is
8.
I'll say half your con mod specifically. Half your con mod. After this, you can continue to keep this up by spending more points after it would be after it would disappear. So it'll disappear at the end of your last turn, and when it disappears, you can keep it up with more energy points. It is a bonus action to use. However, after you are done, after it disappears, you gain 1 exhaustion point. You gain 1 point of exhaustion. If you kept it up any longer, each time you recast it to keep it up, you gain an extra exhaustion point.
Okay.
So, for example, if you have 30 energy points and you're like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, you're at 6. So, it's a good thing to do because you'll be brought up to like 36 or 38, but...
Damn! Net 20 goes hard!
It does. And Moria, you learn the basis of that spell too, but you're not a divine caster. You'll need to study some more divine casting-based magics, but you think you have an idea. It works similarly, but on a different scale. Probably is only usable by Celestials or those with divine energy in their blood.
Yeah.
Maybe
I know what it is.
maybe if you drain Surrectus, you could study further.
Oh,
God
no.
damn it.
Oh, Surrectus? No. Anyways,
Yeah,
but
we
yeah.
must
So you get the feeling any part of his biological body that you drain from him could be studied to try and gain some sort of alchemical formula or something else that could enhance your knowledge of enhancement magic, especially divine fortification magic like this.
Mm-hmm.
Because they seem to be of the same spell school to an extent, but the enhancement magic seems to be more Neanderthalic or mortal based.
Okay.
The only component is that you have that you're not fucking dead, Okrin.
The only what?
The only component is that you're not dead, and then it's your body.
For the
Gotcha.
enhancement spell.
Yeah. Anyways. Sorry, it would be called Divine Fortification Body, is what it would be called. In parentheses, body. Anyways. So,
Wait, is there also divine fortification mind?
yes.
I need that.
No, you don't.
Yes.
So, as the week does end, you eventually feel, as you all sleep, the ship comes to a stop. You hear gling, 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 gling. Marked few, we've appeared on the island of Misselferkenstein.
Misselfucking-steen.
Misselferkenstein. The center island of Agiburst. The architect is not waiting for you at the moment. However, you may find him deeper into the to the pits, or possibly into wherever he's at. I know it's night and you're half asleep, but it's time for you to depart.
Well, you guys ready to go?
The
No.
fucking bastard woke me up.
Oh, come on, guys.
It's not that bad.
As you all start yawning
Come
as you
on.
make your way to the deck, you see this beautiful island in the center of the falls, and it looks like mountainous flowing falls in the distance, and it's pretty beautiful. You see in the distance this long, heavy, tall tower of brass that's bent in some places, but you can see the island itself doesn't have sand. It's ash and dust. You see pieces like palm trees and different bits of vegetation have grown into the dust itself. And you can see small ruins where people are excavating certain things. There's small set up excavation sites, and as you land, people are looking and talking to each other. They're wearing these large face masks of bandana-like silk and these goggles as they wear cloaks over their head of tannish color as you begin to depart and walk onto Misselferkelstein. Begin to head inwards, and you begin to follow these roughly hewn roads, eventually getting onto a small cart that drags you a few miles inwards. And eventually you get to the base of the tower where you can see this ancient city has been built upon. Ancient city, but like ruins of it specifically. You could see small tents and other houses that have been built here by those who are excavating, and this is a large excavation site, thousands of people. You can see multiple places where they've dug into the ash and dust itself. You could see small buildings with posters that are new and posters that are ancient, where you could see the Gnomish language, if anybody speaks it.
Nope.
No one speaks Gnomish?
Oh,
Nope.
I do. I do.
You
used
can see
to.
ancient posters that are like, the lady in brass will show you damnation or show you heaven. Come to her church services soon. Or be sundered. And there seems to be ancient propaganda posters.
How
Lady in
adorable.
Ass will show us heaven.
Yotis, I'm going to reduce your intelligence even further. And
I could
then,
help with that.
No,
Oh, don't be
please.
pissed off. Don't
Regardless,
That was just a joke.
You guys
It's
see
just-
a main central hub here, a building that's pretty big. You can see people walking in and out, people walking out with alcohol bottles. It looks like this is like people that are covered in ash and soot, as they seem to be diggers and whatnot.
Yeah.
There's benches and tents set around, and you get the feeling entering into this bar may be the best place to search for information.
Well, and in we go.
Well, ladies first.
thank you. Sarcastically. Geshiel, fuck. What's your name?
Yes.
No, it's Michelle.
And,
is Geshiel.
And Geshiel, follow me. Let's go into the bar if you wish. Anyways.
Okay.
Alright, as you enter into the bar, all of you begin to look around. If you guys want to split up, you can look around the area yourself. There are a few other shops that seem to be set up here, but this is the main center of attention, it seems.
I'll go with Okran.
Okran, where are you going? You see, I will say, you've seen, in Draconia you saw a large amount of gnomes. Here you see a large amount of gnomes. Like, there are gnomes who are part of the excavation, gnomes who are, like, mages that are coming down and writing about certain things. You can see, like, the land has been turned to ash after the sundering. Many excavations, and this seems to be a holy pilgrimage for gnomes to come to. Because this used to be their main continent. But there are definitely a lot of gnomes here. A few orcs, a lot of humans. And you can see the Dorathian banners hanging in different places of excavation sites. There seems to be some political excavations going on.
I think I'll go with the inn because you did with everybody else.
You guys enter into the inn. It has no name. But you see, standing there, with a bit of a tanned cloak on, a red bandana on his head, some goggles that are pushed up, some soot and ash upon his body, a large gloves that he's taken off with a metal upon the knuckles. He's drinking a bit of alcohol. You see he has a large beard and an even rounder, plumper nose. You see this gnomish gentleman with his large beard is talking, and he's like, No, darling. Darling, listen. The western excavation site will be fine. Listen, I'll send some guards down there in a little bit, but not right now. It's not the most important site out there. We found some more in the eastern, and you hear, you see a dwarven archaeologist here who seems to have a little bit less soot, but he seems to have a book on his side. He seems to be more of a keeper of knowledge about what's found in the dig sites and whatnot. Named Darlin looks to him. But look. That strange fellow came here. He went down to the western site, and he hasn't returned since. What is he doing down there? We don't know. None of my people have seen him. Okay, listen, we need to send some guards, keep guard, and we need to make sure that he is not doing anything untoward towards the history of this site. Darling, look it. I will send some people to go down there when I find the right adventurers. Right now, I cannot spare the coin for them, especially with my extreme political statements I've made recently causing less funding. Yeah, that was a stupid idea, darling. Oh, I'm darling. Why am I Senis? Darling, you're drunk. Go home. Alright. And the dwarf walks off. Past you, he's like, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Interesting.
Nice
Okrin.
down.
Yes.
You see he steals Ionis's coin purse.
Alice, you do still have a bit of money for a drink, don't you?
Of course I do. After all, I still I pat my waist. Huh? What? Again? Where the fuck did it go? Does I
Darlin,
turn around and look behind?
you
Look
see
around?
Darlin stop. He holds the coin purse and bounces up in his hands. You dropped something. He throws it to you. He continues.
I catch it. Like, what? I am a really easy mark, it appears.
You might want to figure out how to be less of an easy one, it seems.
Yes, you do see a few
Good idea.
Dragonborn here too. Brass and gold Dragonborn specifically.
So exactly the ones that I am not.
Yeah. And as they look at you, they look at you strangely. Yeah. Anyways,
Where would they look at me strangely?
they're taken aback by you. Like, what the fuck? Because you're a silver Dragonborn. Anyways, as you enter in, the gnomish man goes, it sucks being the lead sometimes. Hey, you wench! And he looks towards the barmaid that's behind the bar. And you see this human woman. Senis, I told you not to call me that. And she walks up and slaps the shit out of him. Now you have a large tab to pay. Are you going to pay it today? Or are you going to add more onto it? Listen. I'll pay. Not now, though. And you see he finishes his drink as he takes his gloves and puts them on. Excuse me. And he starts to push by you.
Hang on.
Be right back.
Yes?
We happen to...
Oh, you're
Oh.
fucking big. Like, he's 2 feet tall.
Yes, I get that a lot.
8 times size.
What can I do for
Anyways.
you?
Just double check. I overheard them speak, right?
Yes, everyone heard them overspeak.
Okay, just wanted to
Except
double
Gesh.
check.
Of course.
So I am going to... Okay. So, I couldn't help but overhear
Right,
that
right.
you mentioned a strange man that went... Where was it again?
Western Dixite? Why?
Yes. I was wondering if he by chance was... and I'm going to describe a few key details of the architect.
What's it to ya?
Metal body, metal base.
Well, I mean, did you want someone to go over there or not?
Make a persuasion check.
Guidance.
He sees you casting a spell and immediately goes to reach for a weapon on his hip.
It's a subtle spell.
Okay,
Please.
never mind.
Oh, okay.
Persuasion. I'm pretty sure I grabbed proficiency in this at this point. I swear if I haven't. Yes, I did. Plus 1d4. Luck point.
What'd you roll?
And that one?
They're using their luck. They're using their luck point.
Gosh, guys, what the fuck's going on today?
24.
24.
I don't know, man.
You were right with the luck trait.
24. Hey, I'm not gonna pay you, but you can go over there if you wish. You seem like quite the mercenaries. There's a strange man, yes, the one you described, called himself the Architect. He was looking for something at the base of the tower, but was talking about a tunnel that we had recently unsealed, and when we sent some men with him, he had gone in there. It's been a few months now, and none of the men have returned. The tunnel actually collapsed as it, like, earthquake happened. Well, and then we undug it again, and we found the corpses of our friends.
But not the architect.
Not the Architect. We didn't go too far in because these are dangerous ruins.
All right, I see. Thank you for the information.
Of course. Do any of you have money to buy me a drink?
Hmm.
No.
You have a very large tab, don't you?
Yes.
Hmm.
Get the tab off, then I will consider it.
Yeah, all right. And he walks away.
Eh,
What an odd
Good.
fellow.
Good job, Okrin.
Well, I managed to get
feel
us
like-
some information.
Yes, that was
That's good.
well said.
What's up, CJ?
don't feel like paying his tab or paying for a
Oh,
drink
none of
for
us
him.
are going to.
I don't plan on it.
He seems a bit douchey.
I've already lost my gold coin
This is
pouch
just
once.
how dwarves are.
He's a
I
gnome.
don't plan on losing it again.
Oh, that's so short. My apologies. Everything is
Wow,
so
does all
tiny,
short people
Okrin.
look
Is
the
this
same
how
to
you
you?
feel?
Yeah, do they? He's clearly a gnome.
I haven't seen a gnome in quite a long time, friends. I've been mostly in my laboratory in Snowden.
That's a lie. You were just in Draconia.
Yeah, I
This is
said most of the
racist against
time.
women.
Most of my time. I was in Draconia for like a month or so.
Yeah, I lean over to Amlix and say, as far as I know, they were kind of a neat.
My head slowly turns towards you.
What's wrong, Maria? Did I say anything?
Hmm. You'll learn the consequences.
What? I didn't say anything.
Vulcan, Cinder, my beloved babies. Where art thou?
Look around. You forgot them on the ship.
Oh, and so did. Oh,
Oh, son of a...
and so is Zephyr. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fools.
I can get back there.
Oh,
So, what information did you get about the architect? Is he here?
You
Or-
all heard that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
It would be in character for you.
I guess Iodas was staring at some fat tits from the barmaid.
I was staring at Moria's toesies.
Damn it, Iotis.
Huh? What? What was happening?
What's happening
Almost
is
killed.
we are going to, I believe, Western Dig Site, right?
Western
Western
Dig
Dig
Site,
Site.
yes.
We're going to the Western Dig Site. So that's where the architect is.
Well, should we start moving now? Or should we have a look around town first?
Hmm. Anyone else have any opinions on that? I could go either
Yeah.
way.
The architect is likely still in the mine at this point. However,
Yes.
You guys feel suddenly an earthquake.
Okay, maybe we
However,
should
we
go
can't
investigate
guarantee
that.
how long he'll stay there given all this.
then let's go now. And this is also a good opportunity for you, Okrin. I know how much you've wanted to come here.
Oh, very much so.
Don't worry, I have eyes of the Runekeeper, so if you need help reading some ancient text, I got your back.
Oh,
What's
this
a
would be a
runekeeper?
most enjoyable visit then.
Save aside from some spell slots for a few legend lores, if we ever come across something exciting as well.
I'm going to go ahead and say this out of character. I don't think any of you have seen Okrin this excited for
His
doing
penis is
something
pretty
before.
enlarged.
No,
God damn
not
it!
that
You
kind of
got-
happy.
Do you
Not that kind
guys
of
got
excited.
any useless weapons you don't want that I could use for a strategy I made?
You're not a paladin, are you?
I have a quarterstaff, but I like to keep it on me in case I need to get physical.
Here,
Um,
you can
a
use this.
dagger?
As I hand him...
Iodas?
You can,
Cause I have a particular strategy that I do where I shove some of the ever more mundane weapons into a target and then cast heat metal and leave it in there for a little bit.
I give her a dagger.
Thank you.
Here, you can use this. As I hand her the mimic dagger.
I slap Iodas' hand. Don't you dare do that to the poor dear.
Come on, you know it'd be funny to see your reaction.
Hmm.
But it's a dagger.
It's a mimic.
Mimic
Yeah.
CJ, as
dagger?
your character looks at the dagger, it suddenly grows an eye, and it has a tongue that licks its eye before.
Oh
turning
god,
back
that's
normal.
creepy.
It's adorable, isn't it?
More like creepy.
Yes, Yodas, it is quite adorable, but please don't scare off our newest party member.
Don't be such a baby.
I assume you're walking
Well-
while talking, yes?
Yeah.
We're not just standing around like idiots.
Yeah,
I
we're all
assumed you
just
were.
like,
That's why I asked.
Yeah.
So, you eventually get to a large hole in the ground that has a curved downward slope. You see a few miners coming in and out. They're carrying mostly shovels and pickaxes. You see a few of them are pulling
Right,
rocks up, and a few of them are pulling ancient pieces of a city up. You hear, you know how much we're gonna get for this? I do, yeah. Alright. Let's bring it to Stennis, get him appraising it. Alright, I heard he's a good archaeologist anyways, and they keep walking by you, Okrin. You see a bit of text on it that you can't read, Okrin, as you continue to walk by. Moria, you just look over and glance slightly, and it states, Laboratorium.
You by chance
Oh.
catch the text?
I walk up to the. I'm gonna like pause and do a little skip in my step as I go towards those gnomes, and be like, "Excuse me." I'll tap them on the shoulder.
Well, they're both dwarves, these ones specifically.
Oh, door up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I went, yeah, and stuff. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Here, how can I help you? Oh, big, pretty lady. How can I help you, dear?
I roll my eyes
You
a
see
little
his
slightly.
cheeks blush a little bit.
Oh, adorable. I couldn't help but notice what a fascinating find you have found. Do you mind telling me where exactly you found it in the mines? I promise not to share.
He immediately puts his foot back and starts to twist it. And he goes, "Well, I don't know. I found it
give
at
him
the
20 gold.
You give him 20 gold. Oh, we found it at the bottom of the mine. And we were supposed to bring it to Stennis. It was an interesting little building. It had some strange plants in it and whatnot. One of them ate one of the other miners.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah.
Is he lying?
No.
Okay.
You can tell he's horny though. Anyways,
I didn't know I could tell that.
we guys
Bet
see
you
a
wish
fucking
you could
chub
tell that.
appearing in his pants. Anyways, I should get going. He pulls his pants and keeps walking.
Bye. They found that at the bottom of the.
I'll say, Moria,
mine.
you looked and you see where that one says laboratorium, the one under it says fauna on it. And you get the feeling
It's
it's a
lab-
fauna laboratorium.
Hey.
Fauna.
I walk up back
Those-
to the group.
Animals or plants?
Sorry, flora. Flora is the right word. Sorry, flora.
Oh, okay.
Laura, it's part of a laboratorium that was further down. Very interesting. We can go there after we find the architect, if you wish, Okran.
Oh, believe me, I don't want to leave right away. I've been dreaming of coming here for many years. Now,
Alright.
let's go find the architect.
Yes, indeed.
Wait. As we're going to continue back on our way.
So you continue down. You eventually see the pathway curves into the east wall. It seems to have a hallway that continues downward. Well, it continues straight. And then it corkscrews continuously downwards. But there's a hallway that goes off. As you guys peer through it, you can see the hallway is stone for about 30 feet, and there's a bunch of rocks that have been excavated recently. You get the feeling this caved in a few times. And you can see about 30 feet in, there is brass metal that forms an actual hallway that seems to be cut off. You see hanging wires, large, 3-foot thick wires that hang at the top, and these large glass pieces on the sides of the wall that have this blue liquid that pours through it, giving it a small light to the space. This immediately piques your interest.
Gonna go over and take a closer look at it.
As you begin to walk into this hallway, you can see the designs are definitely gnomish and dwarven in nature. And looking around, this is ancient. This is definitely Agiburstian. As you begin to feel the walls, they are beautifully carved. They're brass and bronze. You get the feeling this might be where the architect went.
Onwards.
And out.
Moria,
Yeah,
your passive perception is higher than Okra's, I believe, right?
I believe
No.
it is. Yeah.
No, I think mine's. Wait, no, yeah, it is by 1.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. You feel a strange wind pushing through from the tunnel towards you, and you sense innate mana. You look up towards those blue liquids, and this is pure mana concentrate.
Oh my! Does my true sight see anything?
Your true sight sees many runic carvings across this wall and through each of these broken wires that you could see. There's like very curved and angular crown molding at the top left and right of the wall and the bottom left and right, and it almost makes it look like a square circle, like sides of square, and then it has circular edges to it.
All these squares make a circle.
As you guys continue to push forward, it becomes less industrial, and pieces of the wiring become hidden, and these blue pieces become large vats that pour down like pillars and then go back into the walls. It becomes more detailed and beautiful, and you start to see plant life, hedges, flower beds along the walls as you continue. You begin to see, as you pass by a few archways, both of you with passive perception of 20 or higher, pick it up because it is dim light in here. A symbol you've seen before. MM.
Meet Micah.
You eventually pass by a small area, and you see, to your right, there's a small alcove on one of the walls. And as you look towards it, you see a statue of a woman made of bronze with this veil over her face, which you immediately recognize is the brass lady, bronze lady, whatever they fucking called it. But this was a religion that is not really known much about in the current day and age, but is a religion of ancient Agiburst. And you can see that she's holding a gyroscopic like ball in one hand as it's raised, and she's holding a wrench in the other hand that's lowered, like a staff.
Mm.
You can see a few pieces of gold laid down before it, and these are old gold because they are covered in dust, as well as a few other offerings that are covered in dust as well, seemingly left undisturbed for a long time.
Well,
I'll put a gold piece on that.
yeah, let's add ourselves a gold to that.
Okay. Eotis, Gesh, CJ, do you?
If I see them do it, I'm gonna follow
I'm
suit.
good.
Okay. Gesh? Gesh? Gesh?
I think
Hello?
you're dead.
Sorry.
Gesh?
Yeah, everything just cut out for me.
Do you add a
for
gold
few
piece or
seconds.
no?
What happened? Yeah, you know what? I'm at 50.
50? Alright. Everyone gains 5. Everyone who put a gold piece gains 5 temporary HP. Guess you gain 250. As you guys hear the sound of mechanisms. And you guys watch as the brass lady statue lowers the gyroscope in front of her. And you see the statue open its lips, and a blowing of air passes through the core, which you can see is now a beautiful gem. And archonic magic pours on top of you. You're like, ugh! You block it. But you watch as these bluish shields vibrate over you, and they turn to a brass color before they descend into your skin.
Poor goblin. If I would have put all my gold into this, I would have had enough hit points. to
Out of
complete
character,
with the
you would have
kill.
exploded.
I know.
Like at the moment, like you're like you're looking down to your skin, and you can see like bits of your scales are starting to shoot with like brass archonic lightning off of them. You're barely managing to hold together. What's your max HP, by the way?
230. I'm
Okay,
barely
yeah, you're
above
barely. If you went to more than half of your max HP above as well, 1.5 above your max HP, you literally would have exploded from the amount of arcane energy pouring through you.
Damn. Hey,
That would have been hilarious.
I've more than doubled my current HP.
Yeah, that's why you're not at You're not at 2.5 specifically. So, yeah, you guys can see Gesh's like arms bulge a bit and like shrink, and you recognize Moria, the overpouring of magical energy through someone's circuitry. And you can see that they're on the brink of exploding, but they're fine.
Almost explodes from gifting gold to a goddess.
As
So we should continue on.
as you continue through
Very
the hallway,
interesting.
you eventually. I'll say this: you
Oakland's made,
all
like,
do gain
50
one.
pages of notes just on all this stuff alone.
Anybody with spellcasting ability, if you have spell slots, you gain an extra first level spell slot for the time being as well. If you spent 1 gold.
We'll have it ready for you.
Neat.
Motherfucker unmuted just to hear, we'll have it ready for you, and that's all.
Sorry, I didn't mean to unmute. But yeah. I'm getting an additional spell slot. I'm just grabbing a burger, and then I'm coming right back up.
Burger.
So, as you guys continue through, you eventually come to a wide open room where you can see machines. These large vats of this blue liquid, and machines that I'd say only Moria has the inkling to what they may do. They seem to be charging stations, batteries of some kind for other machines. They seem to be ports of some kind, but you're unsure. And Moria, even with your intelligence, you are unsure. Any roleplay?
What
I think
is
it
all
is
of this
still,
stuff?
Moria, you there?
Yeah, what? I've never been here. This looks amazing.
It all looks so
It's cool and just amazing.
complicated.
You can see a large cart with a picnic basket in it, well, a picnic blanket in it that seems to have a few things scavenged from different rooms put into it. And you can see a hallway across the way that continues in a similar fashion to the other one. There are vines and different vegetation pieces within here that have overgrown heavily. So, what are you all doing?
Making notes as I continue.
Okay.
And looking over different writings, whatnot.
Well, we have to wait for Moria to get here because shit's gonna happen.
I'm looking around though, so
Excellent, that gives me time to eat.
I.
Make a perception or investigation check, CJ.
All right. Yay! Expertise and perception, my favorite thing.
Can I give them the help action?
No, yes,
Can he?
yes.
Okay. Okay, with the advantage, I went from a 9 to a 15 on the dice, so that is a total of 24.
24. You begin to look around, and you see light skirmishes of battle and blood. Recently coagulated. Jesus fucking Christ, Moria.
Sorry.
Recently coagulated in this room. Moria at this point comes out of her stupor, looking at these charging ports or whatever they may be here. Even with her intelligence, she can't understand it really. And there's a hallway across the side, but you could see large footsteps that continue towards that hallway.
So there's some more footsteps going down here. I don't know if that's of any importance to you, all of you.
The architect's
Well.
foot.
Okri just had a fucking burger in his mouth right now.
Burger.
Where did you get that?
Burger.
Oh, that's
Don't tell me you took a
Offering.
burger from the ruins, Okran. That can't be sanitary.
He has this
No,
like
just an
moldy
offering.
ass 3 billion year old burger in his mouth.
Yeah, bro, your girl leaves you and you have meat in your mouth immediately.
Okran, you're eating history.
Why couldn't I just have the one who eats it? He immediately go and shit spear.
Anyways. You're in this
Anyways,
room, this large room with tubes and vats and pieces of metal and tables that seem to look like charging stations, research stations, but there's a hallway that continues forth. There's a central chart that has pieces that have been scavenged and put into it. You know the architect is close. You could also see signs of a recent battle as well with a large creature. The footsteps look heavy.
We should
Oh boy.
go and make sure anyone down there is okay. These monstrous footprints are concerning.
Yeah, I can say that. She says as she
Just Oakland's
has her
footsteps
axe
and we've
out
been
ready
walking
in
a
case there
circle.
is combat.
You guys keep talking over each other. What are you saying, Okran?
Imagine if it's just Oakland's footsteps, but we've been walking a circle.
So, do you all continue?
I
Yep.
do.
Alright. You all continue past into the hallway and continuing down. You eventually get to a small archway, and there is a white fog drifting from the top of it. The fog seems to resist you just a little bit. It's like almost a mist. And you know that you could push through here if you wanted to, but you have to do so with purpose.
What?
Do so
Gotham?
with purpose?
Yes, Gesh?
I get the reference. The
So-
Dark Souls.
Gesh, you don't have to say, "Oh, I get that reference," every time, but continue. So, you guys see this small bit of mist that seems to block your path, but if you wish to, you could push through. It's just you have to give it a little bit of force to go through.
I attempt
let's
to
do
push
this.
through out of curiosity.
You push
Hold
through
on,
and
before you go.
She already did.
Damn it. Okay.
I'll follow right behind.
5 minutes straight, whatever.
Yeah.
I guess I'll follow.
I follow.
Well, Iris,
We
if you wanted
follow.
to say something, say it.
I did. Kept getting interrupted. Too late now.
Okay, cool. So, as you guys push through this fog, you eventually find yourself standing on a small ring of brass that seems to descend staircases downwards to a center flooring of brass. And you look around and you are in what seems to be a circular kind of room, but it seems to get wider around the center and then smaller towards the top and then smaller towards the bottom. You can see that this is a large laboratory of brass. You see large constructs of automatons that are halfway broken. Some are fully made, some are not. You can see a staircase that leads up in the very center of the room to a platform atop, and you can see a large spire with a single break about 3 feet up from its top, which something looks like it could be placed almost like a furnace. In fact, everyone that saw Nadia's workshop, this looks like a more ancient version of Nadia's workshop. You can see that it heads upwards, and as you look towards the roof, it doesn't come to a point. You watch as the roof curves upwards into a large pipe, and you all realize you're underneath that brass tower at the moment. You see, carved into many of the runic worktops from this area, that same symbol, MM. And at the base of this central pillar, the staircase, you see a large pod with a glass-like crystal top to it where you can see frost has built up on, and a familiar-looking area to you, Moria, as your identifier picked up a similar pod to this beforehand. You see, standing at the top of the stairs, looking into this small central pillar where the hole is, and seemingly placing things in, and reading reactions before pulling other things out and putting other magical objects in to check it, the architect. As he stops and turns around before pulling his items back into his bag of holding he has and beginning to descend down the stairs that curves around the base pillar. What are you guys doing as he descends?
So, what do you think you're gonna see down there? An automaton like those other ones? Some type of monster?
Not entirely sure, but the architect is here. Thankfully.
So
That's good to know. We're probably gonna have to save him, I guess.
So you've arrived.
No, we don't. Yes, we have. Apologies
Hello?
for the long wait.
It is
Hello,
fine.
dearie.
Hello. I have gotten to examine these ruins as good as I wished to. So, I cannot examine further. This central pillar is strange to me. I do not know what it is. It seems to be, from my understanding, a focal point. Similar to what we were creating with the tower in the Aryan Heights. used to harvest the power of the complete celestial solstice. It's a marvel. It's given me some ideas for my own project.
What is
Reminds me
that
a bit of a
project?
forge.
You don't remember that, Ogren, because you were not there for it. But yeah, you could say it looks like a forge. Sure, that's fine. He steps down out the edge of the stairs, and as he does so, he shakes his cloak a little bit to get some dust off. It does seem like a forge, doesn't it? It seems to be dual purpose. He looks towards your group as he stands about 300 feet from you. So, have you come to talk or to fight? Because I am ready to talk.
I'm also ready to talk.
I'd rather talk than fight.
For
After
to
all,
talk,
that's what we came here for.
I have no quarrel with you.
Is there a reason why we should fight?
Yes, there is, but
Well then.
we agreed to hold off on that.
Approach.
Okran is going to walk forward.
I'm gonna do a perception check.
I'll say your passive perception picks it up, and the two of you with high passive perceptions too. As you begin to approach, after you take about 30 steps forward, you watch as one of the large constructs, and think of Dwarven Centurion from Skyrim, just for brief reference here. It's a bit different, but it looks kind of like that. Begins to step up and starts to immediately rush towards you. You see the architect snaps his fingers, and it depowers and falls to the ground. They wake up every so often. You might want to be careful.
I noticed, she says.
We will have to. We will.
Anyways, I have not brought you here to marvel at this intricate ruin. What I've brought you here to marvel at is its creator. And he walks towards the pod as I believe you all go up, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I'm
This
still
is beyond
cautiously
intriguing.
going up.
Okay. You see he wipes away a bit of the fog of the mist. You see a gnomish individual in, their skin frozen blue to an extent. This seems to be a cryopod. Having survived the Second God Wars, this individual has frozen themselves until they can return to normal. And he points towards a symbol on the pod.
Does it say MM?
It does say MM.
Midi Micah.
Most likely, though I am unsure.
Nonetheless, have you found a control panel for it anywhere?
You look onto the side of it, and you can see many buttons and glowing screens on the side of it. Alas, my intellect cannot comprehend its abilities.
Hmm.
Interesting.
I'm gonna take a look at the console.
Make an
I
arcana
was kind
check.
of peeking over her shoulder.
Can I give her a bardic?
Thank you.
Sure, how do you inspire her?
Let's see. I sing a song of prepping and say I have confidence that she can do this.
Okay.
That will allow her to add a 1d6.
Guess she would also look at the panel.
I can't make arcana checks.
Okay. I am going to DM's inspiration.
No, wait! This would be so hilarious. Let it play
No, it's
out,
not.
please.
No,
That
no,
one-
I'm doing a DM's inspiration.
That
No,
one
no,
for Moria.
That's worse, but well, not worse, but it's not bad. So we'll take the 29.
That's a 29 is good.
Moria, you're like... I don't understand this control panel. It's so It's so ancient and so technologically advanced. These gnomes must have been very great. And you see Gishiel's just like, I wonder what this button does. You watch as the cold energy begins to disperse, and you watch the face begin to go to a normal, palish face. and eventually the eyes awaken, and the pod opens as they knock it open.
Wow, good job, Kashio.
Nice.
Architect. It was a button.
Ah,
Gesh, make a persuasion check.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, Gash or Gosh?
Gesh. Gesh.
Okay. Come on, guys. I was...
hopefully you have good persuasion. I mean, I do if I need help.
18.
Gesh.
But I
You watch the architect, like, the facial features on his screen just go to, like, a look of, you gotta be fucking kidding me. To, maybe I should harvest this person's brain. To, no, they're fucking retarded. They just got dumb luck.
This is the definition of dumb luck.
Mm-hmm.
I can take a shield. While it may have worked this time, that was beyond stupid.
Kashil, I'm so proud of you. You're learning.
the hell?
I'm just questioning, how did you not see this button? It was so obvious.
You're such a good
You
dwarf.
look at the control panel with 80,000 fucking buttons on it,
Yeah.
and the one that
No, it was-
shines a small purple light is the one you chose.
Yeah, it was the purple
Of all the
button.
colors.
There's thousands of purple buttons.
It's clear that it was my vampiric gifted towards Geshiel that allowed her to make this incredible insight. I'm so proud of you.
Oak just rolls his eyes.
You see the architect
proud of
immediately
you.
goes over to the gnome who's now, like, panting for a second. Master, it has been a while. And the man you believe to be Mini-Micah looks up and goes, "What happened to your fucking face? What happened to your legs? You know what? Don't answer that. We'll talk later." He brushes himself off. He goes back to the pod and pulls out this strange brass cube, similar to the vault of the Blue Moon or whatever it's fucking called, the treasury, but it's different, and he looks at it. He puts it in his pocket. Hello, thank you for freeing me. I am Mini-Micah. It's a pleasure to meet you. Grand Architect of Misselferkelstein and the Gnomish Lands of Agiburst.
No problem, and nice to meet you.
If you don't mind, when am I?
I tell him the date.
What? Yeah.
I recognize that date. Yes. Finally. Okay, it looks like it worked. Good. Apologies.
No apologies necessary.
Still a little bit cold. Whew. Anyways, what are your names? Who are you? I don't recognize any of you.
I'm Moria Silversnow.
Moria?
I am Okran Landau.
Okran?
I'm Emilex Fornwell.
Emilex? Okay.
My name is Gashiel.
I recognize you, actually, even though you're female now. That's strange.
Magical bullshit. Bad choice of words.
Wait, what?
And you,
what?
Angel Boy. What are you? Who are you? Nah, you're Angel Boy. Never mind.
Okay.
His name is
Wait,
Ion.
wait.
Context as I look
Wait,
towards
are
Gazra's
we
character.
just going to brush past the fact
I will tell you
that
later.
We're just going to brush past the fact that he said he knows you, despite the fact that he's clearly been frozen for a long time.
Yeah, but
Yes. Anyways, and he starts to walk away.
how do you know me?
Wait, hang on.
Wait,
No.
wait.
I want to know why.
Because we've met before in the past, no, that would be... Okay. If I said time bullshit, would you believe me?
Yeah.
We also have.
Honestly, given everything that's happened to the rest of us, yeah, I'd believe
I
you.
mean,
Okay.
this guy literally has a gigantic tree on his back, so yeah.
Shut up about the tree.
Well,
Don't.
technically
we
my
don't say that. We
male-
don't mention that to random people.
You did not tell me that.
Technically,
I know,
me
that's
as
why he's
a
telling you now.
technically me as a male still exists. Time bullshit.
And he can
Okay.
also see the tree, so
Anyways, enough about the fucking tree. I don't care about the tree. Does Draconia still exist?
Yes.
It's a floating island, which is no doubt different than what you remember.
Yeah. No.
I do have one question. You said something about time bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't happen to know a man named Ratouche, would you?
Yes,
Yep.
he is our enemy, and me and Moria come from back in time
As
right
soon as you
before
say
the
he's your enemy, he starts going and grabbing things and putting them in his bag. He is, at this point, you see that he is frightened of that name as he starts to grab stuff and puts it.
And right before me and Moria were transported in the past, right before Draconia was destroyed.
He's not listening. He's continuously fucking packing things up. He goes up to one of these automatons and starts to mess with its wiring before hopping on it as it races up.
Give
Man,
the
I
guy
have so
who
many questions.
unleashed you something for helping me?
No,
Yeah, I have so many more questions.
too bad. You know Ratouche, you're too close to him, I don't want to be around him. Goodbye. And he begins to walk out with his automaton.
Architect, what was that about?
The architect's walking with him.
What? What an asshole.
Hmm.
I
Oh,
have so many more questions. than
As
I
the
answered
architect and the
to.
automaton passes through the door as the architect looks back to you and goes, apologies, my master is a bit strange. As he says this, a sword pierces through his chest. Familiar
vortex
sword. As you cast Vortex
immediately.
Warp on the architect, right?
Yeah, try to bring him closer to us.
You feel your Vortex Warp dissipate. And you watch as the architect's like,
Immediately.
he just looks up to
Continue.
you and casts an arcane shield around all of you as this barrier appears, completely encapsulating you in it. You watch as the sword's pulled out, and walking in, Ratouche just takes his sword and cuts the architect's head off as he walks in.
Immediately hybrid shift.
You hybrid shift and you like go to pull your sword out and walk forward, but the barrier still exists and you block off of it. Ratouche, holding the architect's head, looks towards you all. Almost had me there. You see the golden dragonborn head on his side. Hey there, guys. Sorry, it's you don't look that good. You were
I was
acting.
beginning to wonder what about you.
Do I need to go big too?
No, we're currently
No,
safe.
not yet.
It looks like you've sped up the process a little bit. Good thing I finished what I needed to faster. Now, it seems I've stopped your plans for the moment. And I will once again warn you. He looks towards you, Moria. Do not step in my way.
Might I ask you a quick question?
One.
Well, now I feel like I'd be wasting it with what I was first going to ask. New plan. Going to ask you this: what exactly are your plans? So we can avoid meddling in them too much.
Make a persuasion check.
Subtle guidance.
Can I help give advantage by? Yeah, I really want to avoid that.
No.
So.
That won't give advantage. But you can make a persuasion
why
check
wouldn't
too.
it? Okay.
Nope. DMs.
With my persuasion, that is a total of. Let's
You know what? I'll
see.
take that.
With my
gonna
proficiency
get greedy.
bonus and expertise, that is
Sorry,
a total
he
of
wouldn't have
26.
cut. Sorry, I messed up. He's not going to cut the head off the architect, but he's going to hold the architect by the hood up as he drags him into the room a bit. Sorry, my
I got
bad.
a total of 26, and I simply say, yeah, I'm new here, so I really don't want to make any enemies with you. If you could help explain so we can avoid meddling with anything you do, I'd really appreciate it. I smile.
There's no smile back from him. He's wearing a knight's helmet, but you could tell that he's calculating. And as Okrid says that too, my plans will be meddled with, unfortunately, by you, no matter what you try. For this world already has been marked for destruction.
Wait, what?
This timeline is sullied.
Why? Why do you want to destroy the timelines?
You see him put his sword away, and because I retconned that he cut the head off, he pulls the architect up, pushes his hands into the helmet, shattering it, and pulls it off, and you could see the face of a human man with wires and pieces of his face that are just melted into it, as well as pieces of iron that are just put on as plates. And you can see one singular eye that's still alive, and you can see that it is wide at the moment, as Rotouche then puts his hand on. I was planning on using this on Zarius, but it seems I had to use it early. Obey. As you watch this iridescent energy pour off into the architect's face, and you see his eye suddenly goes black. And the architect stands. Now, you may quietly wait for your destruction, or you can fight like hell. Make your choice now. Drop the shield. As the architect snaps his finger and the shield drops.
Oh, fuck.
What
It's
is your
die
criteria?
or fight.
Rotouche,
What is your criteria for a world being destroyed?
things will... You'll know the second time. And he pulls out his carver. And he looks at you. Do any of you make any hostile movements?
No.
Can I make an insight check to see if the choices are genuinely die now or fight and probably still die?
You get the feeling he's stating, leave now? You get the feeling he's giving you a few choices here. Leave now and swear that you will never fucking go against him, but you will die later because the world will be destroyed. Fight him now and die because he's going to kill you. Or fight him now and try to kill him. He is giving you three choices. And he has the architect at his side.
Wait. Oh, shit, the Rotouche run is not finished.
So, if you can give me your word that you will not interfere in my plans further, I will
You
let
said
you
we
live.
would end up doing so anyways.
I believe so. But I will give you a chance. I've seen this all before. It happens again and again. But
You might have seen everything before, but have you seen that? As I point behind him.
make a deception check with advantage.
Please tell me this works.
With advantage.
You have advantage,
I
Yotis. You have
wanna-
advantage. You have advantage.
Alright, 30.
Rolled a 28, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I
He goes,
just want to go.
This is
Well,
like the fourth
then he
time
look-
I've done it.
I know. He looks backwards like, what?
Second he turns his head, I attack him.
Moria.
No,
So,
don't.
all right,
No.
you guys watch
No.
Eotis. Eotis says that and then immediately soars forward. What kind of attack are you making?
Rapier, I'm gonna draw out my rapier and try to stab him with it. The rapier has the surfacing.
Oh my god.
Make an attack roll with advantage, and if you hit, it's a critical hit.
You want enough time to go to the Giant's Might in case?
Yeah, everyone can
Drop
make
it.
their preparations immediately. Because you see
Oh
Eotis
my
say,
God.
what's that?
That's a 26.
How far away are these two from me?
It hits!
That's a critical hit, yeah. You see that they're about 300 feet from you, but Eotis dashes heavily to get there, and he's like, oh god, not this again. And there's just a rapier in his chest.
Okay, I'm going... Oh my god, this is great.
However, yeah, Eotis, go ahead.
I'm going to expend almost every single use of my spell slots for smite as I hit this guy.
Okay, so how many spell slots do you have?
Including the first level that we have, I have 5 first level, 4 a second level, and 2 third level.
So 10, how many second level?
3. Did I say 4? It's 3.
Then it's it'd be 3 times 3 is 9d8 plus what's your 4th levels?
I don't have any 4th level.
Okay, what's your 3rd levels?
2.
2. So that would be let's see, 2 3rd levels would be 3 4. So hold on, I'm doing this wrong. I don't know why I'm doing this wrong. So it's first levels you have 5d8 because of that. Second levels you have, you said 4?
I have
How many second level
5.
spells do you have?
3.
3. Okay, that's 3d. Well, that's 68.
And
And then the 3rd level spells, you're using a 3rd one, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7d8. So in total, you're going to be doing with the smites, 18d8.
Well, with the old rules, it would have been almost double that.
18d8. Alright.
And this will be
Wait.
this will be doubled.
So
So
202.
202.
Now roll your rapier damage.
That was with my rapier damage.
Oh,
3
okay.
as well.
You stab into him. This
All
burst
radiant.
of radiant energy hits him as he seems to turn around to you as you stab him. He just looks at you.
Alright, and I didn't say that before, so I'm not gonna do it. Okay.
Well,
As
you
I
can pour
make
the extra
another-
shit in if you want. Well,
Okay, I was gonna use another a point from my rapier to do an extra 2d6.
okay,
Yeah,
go ahead and roll
radiant.
that. Roll that.
7.
14. So that is 200. Well,
15.
216.
Oh.
Okay. Good job. You stab into him and burst this energy. As you take your weapon to stab him again, he just grabs your hand and stares at you. As he takes
He'll
his
never
fist
stop fighting for this
and
world.
punches you in the face. What is your AC?
20.
Yeah, no, he double crits you.
Okay.
Oh
fuck.
no.
Actually, no, he doesn't double crit you. That's one off.
The normal crit.
Normal crit, yeah.
Reaction, Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, sure.
Wait, no, I don't have spell slot. Fine.
Nope, you don't. You suffer from the damage. I'm just gonna do the average here. 70 bludgeoning damage.
No, I can still Hellish Rebuke, because I have my Pact from Warlock.
Those still are spell slots.
I didn't use those 2. I have 5, I said I was gonna use most of them. I wasn't gonna use my Pact, because
So as you get struck, you burst him, but you go flying backwards, like hitting the furnace and falling down in front of your group. You suffer 70 bludgeoning damage from the one attack.
70. Alright, and then Hellish Rebuke deals 2d10.
Well, he makes a dex save first. He succeeds with... Oh, yeah, he critically succeeds. That's a critical.
Okay.
Yeah, so he
What was
takes
wrong
no
with you?
damage.
Could have gotten away.
The fire burns across his body and he looks down. So you choose to fight. And he takes his cloak and
didn't.
throws it off. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Damn it.
This was an infinitely funnier decision than on my even.
By the way,
I'll
anyone
quick react
within
if I did.
anyone within
Okay, I'm going to DM's inspiration, Gesh's and mine.
Thanks.
Anybody
By the way,
within
anyone-
what, V?
anyone
9.
within 20 feet of me, roll a d12 and increase your AC by that much.
D12?
Roll d12.
Yep.
1d12. Do you want this d12 rolled and checked, Goblin?
Yes.
Alright,
So-
fair enough.
Oh, damn.
1d12.
Oh,
Oh, come on!
So unlucky.
Rigged!
7.
well, I've got the
There you
highest from the D12
You and me.
with Ionis here. But
Yeah.
I still have much higher AC than you.
Rigged.
It is.
Okay, the architect.
I want to use my inspiration to re-roll, but at the same time, no, my luck, I'm gonna get my
Don't
nat
do it
1.
for your initiative. Don't do it for
Out
your
of character, they
initiative.
both
No,
roll
that's for the
19s on their
armor.
initiatives plus bonuses. So,
Okay, yeah, we're not going after him.
so
Or
Moria, what'd you roll?
sorry.
A 22 with a +5 to my dexterity bonus because V rolled the same thing.
V, what'd you roll?
22 with +3 dexterity bonus.
CJ, what'd you roll?
9.
Okay. Gesh, what'd you roll?
23 with a
His
plus
dice
9.
spots are rigged.
You're welcome, Jesh.
23?
Thanks.
You're fucking
Yeah,
welcome.
I have
I
a plus.
use
Ionis, I thank you. This might save our ass.
Ionis,
I
what'd you
used the
roll?
DM's I rolled a 14
Okay.
with a +1.
I think I got everybody, right? Yeah, okay. This is
Too bad. Initiative.
Number 2 looks down towards you all. And you see him take his sword out from behind his back and throws his cloak off. As he does, you see 3 other versions of him appear. 1 red, 1 blue, and 1 gray. As they seem to appear within 30 feet of you all, pulling out their carved swords as well. And you see he snaps his fingers as they all roll in towards you, and as they come towards you, they double as well. He's gonna make an attack against each of you.
Damn.
I'm
Fucking
feeling-
idiot as I look at Ios' character.
I am an idiot.
I'm sorry, what goblin?
Moria, that
I
is
just-
a natural 20. What's your AC?
Does it matter?
With the 742.
I don't even get the ability to hunker down, so
They
I'm screwed.
only hit because it's a natural 20 then.
Damn.
On you.
Also, I just realized that if because it was a critical hit, I could have expended all 6 of my charges of my rapier.
Oh yeah, it
to
was a
make
critical hit. Sorry,
all
you took
max damage.
you took 140. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, and I'm down.
Wait, no, he didn't. He didn't. Yeah, I think he critical hit. You're right. Let me check.
Yeah, he did
Yeah, he
crit.
did. Okay, yeah,
he
then
said he
140. You
crit.
guys see, Ionis is just on the ground at the moment.
Jonas, why
Unconscious.
didn't you use all your charges? It would have done massive
I
damage.
forgot. I normally keep it in mind when I roll an at 20, and that because that was still a crit, even though I didn't roll an at 20, I didn't think of it.
Yeah.
And now
Uh,
I'm stupid.
Anyways, so you suffer from the 1 hit 21 magical slashing damage. 24 magical slashing damage and 10 points of force damage to you. Also, because you were critically hit by his carver, you are unable to regain HP for 2 turns in any way. That's on you, Moria. So you suffered a total of 34 damage.
34? Okay,
Yeah.
that's
He's gonna make a
fine.
second attack at you. Miss. Third. Miss. Fourth. Miss. Fifth.
Jesus Christ.
Critical hit.
Nat 20.
Sorry, that would have been 68. Sorry, my bad, on the attack, because it was doubled. You suffer another 68 damage, and you still cannot regain HP.
Oh my god, okay.
CJ, against you. What's your AC? Oh, doesn't matter, critical hit. But what is your AC?
23.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure everything's gonna hit.
He double crits you, so that is... That would
I'm
be
dead then.
34 times 4. It's about 130, we'll say.
I'm down.
100 No,
first-
you're not.
Not?
No, he's not.
How so?
I'm gonna use one of
130
my
is
2
more than
reactions. No. What about half of that?
Half of that, then yeah, but he's still got
65.
like 5 more hits, but I might have something to screw him over.
The creature he doesn't even like slash into you. He brings the weapon down like he's bringing a saw blade through a piece of wood. Carves through you, and as you start to lose consciousness, you feel part of that wound closes up, and you see a bit of it opens up on Okran instead.
These 2 are the first 2 hits, right?
That was the first hit.
First hit. Oh crap.
Second hit.
What?
Oh shit, I don't think I can save you.
That is a 27.
I force him to re-roll by using my Cloud Ruin.
Sure thing. That's even higher. That
God
is
damn it.
a 33 to hit.
That fucking hits.
So that is a critical hit, then, I believe, because you said your AC was 21.
23.
23.
That's still a critical hit. You suffer another 100, not 130. At this point, it would be, we'll just say 68 damage. Do you fall unconscious?
I'm down.
You guys watch as this second version strikes twice into CJ's character. As it turns, and you can see it vanishes now, having taken care of CJ. The third one attacks you, Okran. Okran. Your AC is what?
Yeah. 31
It
currently.
hits.
Yeah.
Not a critical, though. So you suffer 34 damage, and your max HP cannot be... Well, you cannot be healed at the moment.
What type of damage?
Magical slashing and force.
Actually, with the runic shield,
Alright,
he
so how
actually
much
does
is
have.
magical slashing?
I doubt it will help me, but with runic shield, he actually has to use the reroll. Okay, never mind. It wouldn't help.
As part of my preparations, I raged.
Yes, the magical slashing is 24, so it's reduced to 12. So that would be 12 plus 10, which makes it 34. 24, sorry.
22.
24. Sorry, yeah, I'm stupid. I don't know why I'm fucking counting wrong. 22. Okay, it's gonna make a second attack at you. That is 32.
Damn it.
Take 22 more damage. Third attack. That is a 37. 32 more damage. Fourth attack. That would be a 38.
Damn it.
22 more damage. That was the fourth attack, right?
Yes.
Okay. Fifth attack. That would be a 33.
He really wants to kill Okrin.
22. Again.
22 damage, yes. And actually, because of this, he's going to add... He's going to use Highland Orc Ferocity. And he's going to add an extra... Where is it? 3d8 to the attack, plus... I think it's 3d6. Okay. 3d8 first would be 3, 4, 5. 5 reduced to 2 more points of slashing damage, and then an additional 6 points of force damage to that. To that last hit.
I'm still alright. I'm bloody to all hell, but I'm alright.
Gesh, against you.
Mm-hmm.
What's your AC?
36.
The first strike comes down towards you, and you pull up your sword and strike as... Makes the second attack at you now from lower, and it critically hits you.
At 20?
Nat 18. That is its range.
Okay.
So you suffer. That would be in total. It's not. It's let's see. That would be 39. Is that 10 above your AC or no?
39?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So as it strikes you, you only take a critical hit. So that would be
It's currently 36.
68 points of damage in total.
Good.
And you cannot regenerate HP for 2 turns.
It's my temp HP, so...
Okay, that's good to know. Third attack. That is a 35.
Doesn't hit.
Fourth attack. 36. Oh, sorry, no.
Very-
The other dice is nat 20.
Then that of course hits.
Okay.
It doesn't double crit.
Well, that would make it a 41.
Still,
His AC is
36.
36.
You're right,
Yeah.
you're right, you're right. I thought you said 31 for some reason. No, I'm thinking about Okran and shit. Anyways. That would be another 68 points of damage. He's going to use Orcish Ferocity to add that on again. That's 8, 11 double to 22 magical slashing damage against you, and then 9 double to 18 force damage on that. And then the last hit against you. Misses. As that one disappears. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them. 2 more are still there because I said they doubled to 6. So Ratush is intelligent. He's gonna do it. Moria, are you still conscious?
Yeah.
One of them is going to immediately come and try to slash you 5 times again.
Jesus.
That is a 37.
No, that doesn't hit.
Okay. That would be a 36. No, doesn't hit. Less, 35. Less, miss. Last attack. Critical hit. Which will bring it
Another
to
nat
a
20?
39. No, natural 18. That's its critical hits. 39.
39 damage? Oh.
No, 39 to hit. So that would be 68 points of damage.
I use my reaction to make myself immune to damage for Except for True, I think.
You still take the damage, remember.
I will still be alive, but I'm immune to damage for 4 turns.
Well, it was going to use Orcish Ferocity on this as well, so we'll see. 4, 7, 11, double to 22, plus 2, 5, that's 7, plus 6 is 13, 26. 22 and 26 damage, so that would be 48 added onto that critical hit. Are you still up?
I wouldn't be, but could I still be immune to damage?
Yeah, as you get hit, you guys watch one of her glowing eyes disappears as she falls to the ground unconscious.
I can't watch.
Yeah, I know. And the last one. It's gotta go for the one that he does nothing about. It's going for Okran again.
Ah, figure.
35. Does that hit?
Will hit.
That's 22 damage.
Yep.
And I already calculated the magical slashing damage reduction. That is
Yeah, I know.
33.
Hits.
Okay. Same again, 22. It's not a critical, but that is 38. So that's 20.
Yep.
It's 22. 33, so that's 22. And this will be the last attack.
Alright, hang on. Hang on 1 sec here. Gotta double check something. I need to make a con save.
Okay. Oh, Relentless?
He sees. Yep, it's triggered.
Okay.
So I'm going to
That maybe
AC
means-
10. So I can
that
literally only fail on a nat 1.
Hey, that maybe triggers your domain now.
Maybe, we'll see.
Because
No, I have to activate it.
We'll see.
That's a
point.
nat
Unnatural
20.
20.
Oh
You
my
guys,
god.
you guys watch as you guys are just being carved by these knights, these echoes of Rotush. As he just stands there watching. You hear, weak. Before you watch Okran shouts out in pain. You all find yourself on a lake of gold. Before Okran himself falls to the ground unconscious. Gesh, you're still awake, but you're bleeding heavily, holding on to your wounds. And you see your entire group has fallen at this point.
he didn't even use my temp HP.
I know.
What
I will say the continuous assault, because it would have just been continuous assault after continuous assault. And I don't think any of you had any plans out of there besides Moria with teleportation, but she was unconscious.
That's
I had
No,
exactly
I
what I was gonna do.
Yeah,
No, I was just going
I'm
to-
still at 1 HP.
I know.
I
I would say, Okran, this is a continuous assault against you. So I will say, because you're not going to win this initiative, this is not meant to be won. As you guys are being continuously
figured that.
assaulted, those that are still standing, what are you trying to do? Gesh, CJ, Okran.
I'm down.
Oh, CJ's down? Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
Okran.
I got two taps, and if it wasn't for Okran, I'd been one tap.
I know, right?
Okran, Gesh.
Okran's the goat.
Okran, I will say, as this continuous assault happens, is there anything you wanted to do before this happens?
Domain expansion.
That's what it is.
Oh, that's what that is already? Okay.
You guys watch as he...
Ratouche.
Go ahead.
No, let's see what happens.
You guys watch as he roars out in anger before you all find yourselves, those of you losing consciousness, on the edge of a gilded lake in a mountainscape. Gesh, you watch as Okran, in his last facets of staying awake, looks to you, and you both share a glance before he falls unconscious, because you are alive, and after the continuous assault managed to stay alive with only few injuries, but you look towards your group holding your shoulder, and you can see they are all unconscious, dying at the moment.